Took you long enough? Hello. Sorry, I was just filling up my water. Hello. So, look, here's what happened, okay? I did wake up. I set the alarm at 8. I woke up. I actually got dressed. And then my eyes said, "What the fuck are you doing?" And my eyes were just like, "You can't do this." Right? You can't do this. So I went back to sleep, turned Sliggy stream on, it put me to sleep. And yeah, then I woke up and I was like, oh, because I thought that Chobo would stream, I thought the Sideshow and Mimi might stream as well, but it turns out they're not. So I was like, oh, so I woke up, saw the last round of map 3. I was like, oh, I gotta make sure that people have something else to watch.
And we all doubted him. We said, well, they've always said that before, and they always said, we just need to learn how to counter it. Well, today, it's going to be different. Munchkin piloting that Tejo himself.
You had to watch Shanks? Jesus.
We'll see how ballistic it can
that is rough.
Be starting things off. A little bit of mid pressure. Oh, whoa, Texture, where are you going?
How did T1 win 2 maps?
Safety, apparently, because he's going to survive. It's going to force MIBR back as well.
What are Gen.G doing?
On mid and B garage. Gen.G is able to take control of garage itself, but they'll see that one way. A poison cloud.
They the goats.
Their entry.
Payday.
Yeah, a bit of a smoke and fall off.
Payday for Liquid? Payday for you, Kexi, if Liquid make it? I can't believe I said that I would give you VIP if Liquid... Well, I can believe that because I probably thought there's a 0% chance that happens. But I can't believe that it actually might happen. Why are you acting like T1 are glue sniffers? I don't think T1 are glue sniffers, but I thought Gen.G would beat them.
Salvos on the ready as it clears. It should be fired off. Okay, Texture finds information. So they say, okay, we're able to trip that down and let's push far back into B Heaven. We already have control of garage. It's a pinch down, but the spike drop over on the rafters.
Nice, let's go.
They have the numbers advantage.
I'm a Gen... There you go, there's my voice. I'm a Gen.G fan, I think, today. I prefer Gen.G.
And Stacks trying to crouch below will just
oh, Jesus.
Get that kill, but when he's awake, it's
Jesus,
just him
Texture.
alone.
I mean, the 2 of them are very low. Nice reflect. No, the reflect should win the round, although it's not planted for Heaven.
He hears some hops around, so just coming back in, tries to mask his drop with a shot through.
Oh, and now they can lose.
But of course, Foxy9 on the move as well. Stacks throws out the C's, but
Lopsy! Thanks for the 3 months. What did you say?
You could tell that Stacks was also trying to figure out where Texture would have gone, right? Is he still alley? Maybe.
Where does the glue come from? It comes from the horse of Team Liquid.
But Gen.G overpowering with numbers, they'll get through here on that site. And the desk talked a little bit about the composition.
Do they still make glue from horses? It feels like they would have a better way of doing it now. Is that like an old thing, or do they still do it?
I mean, no traditional Sentinels. So yes, you have ways to delay in the terms of mollies and maybe the paranoia, and potentially even the paint shells. But after that, no passive info. You have to go out and get it yourself.
And of course, trusting in their ability to do so, though. Izu through the poison cloud, in with a classic shot.
Well, the Tejo being dropped is kind of big. I mean, you just don't
okay, I mean, as long as you pick up the gun, it's not a disaster.
Where the ecos can shine are
which they do.
Dangerous. I mean, positions like this that he's just taking right now.
It's going to be a little bit tricky for Gen.G to push through. They're going to have to check and clear a lot. Still, though, it's the Guardian.
Oh, that's not the Viper, so you know the Viper is probably somewhere around.
Trying to creep on through from Mail.
Which might make you think, honestly, this is a stack.
Now, Gen.G, after a couple more warning shots, think to rotate back across all the way possibly into the A site.
I don't love Karen staying on his own here.
Meanwhile, Karen just trying to set up a bit of an opposite lurk now.
Yeah, so no aggressive push out despite all that pressure over on the B side. So Gen.G is going to take.
Can Gen.G ride momentum in the last map to win split and then dominate Bind? I mean, can they? Yes. I mean, Bind is a horrific map for T1. I'm shocked that Gen.G didn't pick it before.
Lands a shot, but not going to be a kill just yet. Not the full headshot.
That is a crazy nade, and they're going to lose the round. You actually just saved your Garanir. Just saved.
And now, only 10 seconds left. It's not going to happen.
He's running all the way across, but he knows he doesn't have enough movement speed to really get onto site.
Well,
3 targets on the other end. Well, 4. So the round's over.
Truly lost to an aid.
Absolute demolition raining from heaven. Oh my god. It just goes down with his own paint shells.
If you need a clip, I'll find it, but you said it right after the first foot game where Liquid got glued on so hard we made the bet. Old man, old man, old man, old man.
No, Amy too said I did it as well, so I believe that I said it. Because it is something I would say. And I do think it's worthy of that happening anyway. Like, I'm happy to fulfill the bet, because I think that that's fair.
Just a Marshall bot in that previous round, now upgraded into an outlaw, identifying the weakness. And Gen.G, they're trying to get ahead of this. They've got full armor on Charon to see if they can maybe have some.
I made the right choice. You know what I did as well? I did the mental thought exercise of when I was debating whether to get up. I flipped the coin. I flipped a coin and thought, what do I want the coin to be on? I didn't look at the coin, I just thought, what do I want the coin to tell me to do? And the coin wanted me to go back to bed. Well, I wanted to go back to bed. And I'm definitely happier for it. I mean, I'm still tired, but I'm happier for it.
Round win already creeping away from them here on round 3. We'll see if they can do any damage with the Sheriff's. Charon's also taken a lot of damage. Looks like he ran.
Because the thing is, like,
Still, Yeoman able to pick up
it's like last night, right? Like, when I get tired, or I think when anyone gets tired, right? They aren't. It's not a good stream when you're tired. I noticed that on the last map of Sen. I mean, I was so animated during Pearl. I think it just took. I know that the split wasn't a great game. But I was thinking, like, this is not a great stream right now that I'm providing, because I was just tired.
Then the delay util possible from T1 starts to find so much value.
Pearl was funny.
He doesn't land the shot. Yeoman's gonna get one.
I mean, they're all low.
But too low health. It's a spray from Stacks. Another peek out. He spots one. He spots two. And he'll land.
Oh no.
A 3K for the IGL.
Not T1. I kind of want this to go to map 5 now to make this stream worth it. I did think, should I even stream this if the 3 maps are already done? But I thought, why not? You know, I was like, I'm gonna watch it anyway. I might as well stream it. And I will, during EMEA and Americas, like, rewatch the other maps that I missed. I did catch one round of Haven.
How they take quite a bit of time to really work their way across the map as well. So back into where is it? This time.
And also, I'm gonna make a video as a punishment to myself. Well, that was part of the calculation as well. I was like, making a video about Sentinels and their crazy game on Pearl will probably make me more money than streaming this game. So I might as well just do that.
Maybe you just go for something like the full armor Judge for the Raze. You've got things like the Breach and the Teo to really set up for that entry. But they'll choose the rifles and the half armor. We'll see if they pay for it.
I mean, yeah.
Meteor gets, it's dicey. No. Yeah, push through from Texture, not quite checking his corners.
Also, I can roast them for being passive polls.
And now, just sent alone into the site, no back.
So at the end of this, we'll look for the Sen defensive rounds where it's the most egregious when they're being just passive. Passive little
crash dummies, but for now, at the same
scared.
Time, there's a sneak through coming out from Foxy9 in towards mailroom. The rest of the Gen.G squad trying to
keep 1. T1 lucky. The 1 stands for 1 HP.
Munchkin slowly creeping up into
why do we have a tail lurk?
A lot. Foxy9 making really hard sells here for the B hit, making it look like it's a full pinch. That forces Meteor all the way out to the side as well. Charon still gets a kill. So now you think, okay, they've got us on the pinch, but that just means that Carpe stranded all alone. He should have an
I mean, he's cleared the A site, to be fair. But the time,
like
they might run this. They might run across.
Will either of them check? They hear the footsteps. The spray.
Has to win it. Has to win it.
Down the spike. Only only 7 seconds. Karon will
I mean,
receive the
he'll
rotation.
just get there,
will
Jesus.
Get the was he in time? Was he in time? All right, the round
I thought that was an Astrosuck then
just
from T1.
right in the nick of time.
Not
Munchkin
realizing it was theirs.
sub forward and now regroups for this team.
Here comes Stash.
They don't even have an Astra.
Has to clear out elbow first. The tether kind of gives him a link into it. But at the same
I mean,
time,
Karen's in a good spot here. It's planted for heaven as well. Stacks, that's a crazy move.
Unfortunately for T1, Meteor falls onto the other side, so an easy pickup.
Does he realize what that ability does? Okay, 2-2. A weird round from Gen.G. A very slow. They did find the gap, I suppose, with Munchkin. I don't love a lurking Teo. Don't genuinely think that's the best way of playing the Agent, but you do you. Or, I mean, you could lurk as Teo, but, like, lurking mid as Teo is maybe acceptable. Because you could still help if you needed to. But lurking on A, like, you know, you want nothing.
Round win nonetheless, still giving them a bit of a confidence boost for possibly the rest of the map. Will T1 continue to adjust their setups. A bit of a prowler now to start things off down mid, as well as Buzz back in towards the top of A heaven.
So one thing that Gen.G does do on that previous round at least is the macro, right? Understanding that there's no passive info from T1, so those late lurks, the multiple rotation, that's a possibility.
Okay, 1-3-1 to start.
Just hopefully they don't play with their fans' hearts too much with the timer.
T1.
This time, a nice opening kill.
Oh,
A snap
Munchkin,
on
bro.
Buzz answers back.
Why are two of us
Again.
backing up and you're
So
walking into heaven on your own?
from the Gen.G composition.
What are we doing?
That's going to be a little bit tricky once again. Still though, like you mentioned, working against a Sentinelist composition, that's the trade-off. It does take a little bit of time to clear.
Okay, we're going for this B split, which is fair, I think. Avoid the raise ult. That makes sense.
Some shots as well, possibly allowing for
We're going to stun for heaven. No, we're just going to raise ult heaven.
Out from heaven.
Oh, that's not good.
But he's not going to check below, but there's no way out for Meteor. The gate crash had expired. Karon now getting the trade onto
Gate crash
Aces. Sight
expired.
opened up. And after all that patience, forcing T1 to just hold their ground, they pinch onto the site once more. T1 really paying for
rough for
losing
Meteor.
control of mid.
I mean, Buzz, you have raise ult. Do you want to rip it?
Burst that Gen.G was looking for. Get into spot.
The trip could catch him if he goes for it.
Execute into sight. T1 can't quite react.
Don't worry guys, between map 2 and 3 I gave Karen another 12 pack of monsters, except this time it was the white ones, so now he's even more locked in and will go plus 64 across the series to make me the #1 fantasy player.
Lands the fault line as well, pushed out of position. Carpe can't land the shot. Yeoman
Well, I mean,
brings up the score to 3-2.
Gen.G take the lead. I mean, it's been a bit scrappy. You know, a lot of like solo fights. You know, a lot of this, a lot of the angels.
I mean, Buzz, a great showstopper right at his feet to try for this.
I don't say he looked completely locked in there.
But what a decision from Yeoman, because he sees that the initial peak doesn't continue on from Carpe, and he hears the hop and he doesn't want to get 2v1.
Okay, we got an outlaw for Munchkin.
Really starting to pick up pace for the entire team. Gen.G now.
Munchkin is very much this map. He's doing the angel thing, right? I mean, he's like ahead of the team. Ooh.
Slight whiff, but information noted nonetheless.
Yeah, if you had landed that shot, would have been excellent, right? One of the smokes gone from T1. But we're seeing what the Tejo is good for on these ecos. Immediately forces them to just have to take a further back position. Now they have to use util to try to push out. The paranoia gone as well.
Okay, you survived that. That's pretty good for Gen.G. They're playing it very slow. I guess they're trying to counter the Yoru and the gate crashes here. They're just really taking their time. I think that's honestly fair.
He's able to come back in to reinforce the A site where Munchkin trying to break through does find Buzz with this outlaw.
Get the first kill and across they go.
As well, with Meteor right around the back of that screen, back of that map on the site.
Yeah, Meteor just waiting to try to get one kill. He's got the gate crash. He wants the kill. He's going to hold the ground. But I love the rolling thunder being used. Gen.G not taking any chances. Texture clears out the close corners. Checks the pocket. Not checking heaven. And that's the site shut down once more. Gen.G.
So just the layers of that are horrendous by Gen.G there. We breach ult before we cypher ult. We send texture in before we cypher ult. I mean, that's just terrible. It's just terrible.
Will clear it. The trade from Yeoman as well.
And again, we're panic pivoting at the end. Wow, he's gonna die.
Will get planted.
Round over.
Nobody checking. You have to run. You have to pick it up. The nightfall. 4 seconds.
I mean, Foxy, we've had a fucking nightmare. What a terrible round by Gen.G. What a terrible round. Yeah, we'll watch EMEA and America's later. For sure.
Unbelievable. They tried to execute into A. They kind of got fended
What a
off.
terrible round. I mean, why not just Cypher ult, like,
So much time
just like if
calls quick, but Carpe.
if Foxy's like, hey guys, I'm one off Cypher ult, let me get Orb and I'll ult. Like, Cypher ult on an eco is amazing. Right, like Cypher ult against an eco, 5v4. Like, literal, just, like, as soon as you do that, you win the round. Like, why not just make that your win condition, rather than breach ulting, sending only your Raze in, then, like, Cypher ulting.
It goes to speak that with the Teho down, Gen.G, they slow down to a crawl as Texture gets shut down once again.
That's really poor.
Drone not being the distraction they were hoping it would be.
Such a snappy shot from Izu as
It's
well.
very poor, and it puts them on an eco. Munchkin has a rifle.
Activated in these moments. Boombot spotted out as well, Buzz. That's
Fuck me, man.
Perhaps a footstep or two as Carpet continues to jingle, spots them out, and that's the paranoia sent through.
Smoke out against Mail as well, slowing their advances once more. Munchkin is ahead of it.
Tie glue destroyed all glue.
Risk it. They know they don't have that information. Harpe still holding it. Smoke from the shadows just to get out. He checks right in front of Garage. And he wants to check inside the smoke, but Munchkin waits. Rewarded for his patience. Here's the drop. Munchkin good for 2. Meteor answers back. For the time being, the clone buys some time and dimensional drift.
That's gonna let them get guns, though.
2 members spotted. Does he find the third? Not
Picks up
quite.
the rifle.
Not spotted just yet, but he'll get to space.
Which means that Foxy has an op.
Create another angle. Foxy 9. The op picked up. Meteor answers back with a Vandal. The Cosmic Divide giving some breathing room for Gen.G. Charon, he's set up. Operator in hand.
Oh, they actually stuck it and they both missed. Wow.
And T1, a perfect double swing from Meteor and Buzz. The double
Nice swing. A strange round again.
I can't believe it. That was such a sick round for Meteor. The fact that he was on and off for the longest time, able to come back in to find that refrag.
Maybe I overestimated Gen.G because I thought when they played Tower and they just completely destroyed them, I was like, okay, Gen.G is somewhat back, they're gonna be fine. But maybe maybe I was wrong, because I mean I haven't thought T1 have looked that good the whole time. I really don't think T1 are that good.
Thanks to that, being able to hold inside our garage and takes his time, picks his targets, gate crashes back into sight.
Now the operator recovered, still in his hands. That's a huge boon here. When you don't have that Sentinel, when you don't have that passive info, you've got that turret looking down, locking down those long sight lines. The Teo Salvo's used once again to clear close, and this always gets them that little bit of area, right? Whether it's garage, whether it's a little bit of control of mid. But where do you go from here? Can you make sure that you don't start with a man down if you're Gen.G?
Gotta find a way to deal with Izu on the other side of this smoke. They'll think to maybe get the hop up from the boxes closer in, though.
Oh, the reposition. Wants to find kills, but not gonna find the timing just yet. The cam doesn't spot anyone in vents, but look at the minimap. Buzz already refilling that space as well. So they might think it's clear, but there's going to be more. Camera?
I mean, so there's only one idea this round. It's gonna be a B split, it looks like.
Prowler into garage as well, though. So
3 players on the B site.
Gen.G players outside of mid, outside of garage, keeping the 3 players tucked in. Armageddon, the red carpet gets rolled out, but is it gonna be enough? Just clearing out backside by an inch.
It's a decent smoke by Carpe. Oh my god, Carpe's surely gonna get at least 2 here.
They are trying to take a little bit more space.
Unless the smoke fades.
Might have heard something trying to clear and spam through, but Trigger discipline! Carpe out for the double kill! Izu down from the pillar, swings back up on top!
Botty 9. Actual Botty 9.
Comes back in for the elimination.
Jesus.
T1 up 5-3.
That's the easy that a lot of people wanted to see last year when he was picked up as a rookie for T1.
The casters, wow, what a chaotic round. These teams are battling back and forth. What a close match. TMV, what a fucking horrendous round. They're all so lost in the glue.
Yeah, but the casters can't say what I say, right? Like, they can't. The way I see it is, it's like I'm like the court jester. You know what I mean? Like, everyone has to tell the king all the nice things, and I'm the one that tells you like the truth, right? Everyone says the king's so handsome and all that shit, and I'm like, nah, you're a fat fuck. You're an ugly, probably inbred fat fuck. You know, that's the difference. But like, and also I think just from, and the casters I think have to, you know, they're explaining to people who tune in, like you always have to go, if you're a caster, to like the lowest, you know, common denominator. You're going to the people who very casually watch, you know, Valorant. You got, like, my stream, I know that you guys watch probably a decent amount of Valorant, so, you know, I can be more critical and say, like, if a round is just a bunch of gunfights of people walking around the map, I don't have to pretend like, oh, what good aim, oh, look at all this. I can just say, like, what the fuck are they doing?
They're not aware of it. There's one trade, but still, Carpe a menace. Yeoman will clear him, and suddenly, just in the blink of an eye,
Bit of a pace increase.
The paint shells, they should get some damage done.
Oh, Yeoman almost died. Karen?
He
Karen!
doesn't know! Just too much distraction! Meteor and Buzz once again. The fated duo bringing another round victory.
And this time, Meteor and the Duelist as well. Both of them. If Gen.G go fast, we go even faster. And that's exactly how they're quick to rotate.
Excited for Liquid later? I am excited for Liquid later. I think Liquid making it to top 4 was like, how the fuck are they here? Liquid making it to Bangkok and the potential of that happening, how could you not be excited?
Yeah, I mean, the paint shows have just been so good.
Oh, no, Gen.G.
Here from Buzz.
So if T1 just win, what I'll do is I'll get up the Sen VOD and we'll pick up the rounds. And I'll watch the other maps. Like, if you're like me and didn't wake up and didn't see the first 3 maps, I will watch the first 3 maps in between EMEA and the Americas maps during the breaks. That'll give me something to do during the break.
And now, currently 1 map away.
There's the group draw after this match? Oh, okay. We'll watch that as well.
And this would be it.
What, for like the...
Down to the half buys, just the sheriffs on the other end. Foxy 9
for what? For Bangkok or for stage 1?
Because he got spotted by the Prowler of Stacks. The rest of the Gen.G squad, though, inside a garage, looking for a way to burst through. Carpe stands in their way.
Yeah, it's a fake over onto A, right mid to A, making it look like we have ramp pressure, we have vents pressure.
See, normally they do the group draws after the Americas Grand Final for the internationals. I guess they will know who all the teams that are qualified are, so they could do it. No, they don't know who the team. So maybe they'll do it after EMEA Grand Final.
Okay, that's a missed shot. You know he's gate crashed out. Even though it was Texture spotted, T1 right now, they will not rush to a conclusion.
Okay, Texture, you're gonna need something big here. Double blast back in.
Texture holding close.
The Almo Flash comes back.
They need to come support. They need to get the trades. And is it going to be enough? Finally, Izu taken down, but Stacks arrives. Spike drop. Once again, down to 10 seconds. Why is it the same every single time? But Gen.G, they'll get a chance.
Stalled and delayed so much. Foxy 9 now picks
I
himself
just
up
did
a
some
bit of a
American
rifle.
missionaries try and tell me about Jesus when I went to Greg's. I feel kind of bad for them because they were perfectly nice and friendly, but their sheer presence was enough to make me wish they got herpes. Funny how missionaries have that effect on people.
Tries to play around the pillar, sees the barrel, goes in for the flick, but Stats crouches underneath. In for the salvos, Munchkin tries to buy time, have a taste of your own medicine, but no, it's not enough. T1 plays around.
Why did the TTS put like emphasis on the word me? Like, I just had some missionaries tell me in Greg's. It made it sound like, yeah, you're a known, you know, Jesus hater.
Stuck outside. Now a Rolling Thunder and this Cosmic Divide. A 4-stack onto B. Do they pick up the tempo?
I want
I'll
to
play with
see
a
it.
judge
I
and
feel
B.
like they kind of have to, but it is the last 2 rounds of the first half, starting things off. A bit of a showstopper play from Bruz, in fact. All the way to the other end.
Foxy,
is flushed.
who are you doing trips for? Bilbo Baggins? That's twice now.
If it was an A hit, you would have gotten ahead of it. But if not, you're trying to force him to go to B. And since it doesn't happen, look at Stax' movement on the minimap. Buzz going back to rejoin. They're aware of the possibility of a rotate. You have these ults. You've had these ults for so long. If they're not being used, what are you fishing for? A quick check.
Okay, they destroy the Omen ult, making them think they're in B main. That's good by Karen. How will they screw this up? I don't know. That's a good question.
Buzz spots more than one. Tries to get ahead of the drone. He has to back out.
Reach ult him. Good.
Thunder. He gets shoved to the side, and Texture opens up the site with the first kill.
Okay, this is better by Gen.G. That's unlucky.
Finds Foxy9 quick with the nightfall straight in, robs them of their sound. Now just down to the 4 Gen.G players trying to go back through, trying to hold down this forward space up by Elbow, especially Salvo sent in.
The Salvos will basically make that Omen flash useless. They haven't actually planted.
Through the smokes, he's found a little bit of space. That could be good for Elbow, could be good for a double peek out. Texture, he goes wide, but that's just not enough for the judge. Yo, man, with a nice trade at the judge, my friend. He somehow
1v1.
1v1, but not enough health.
They never planted either.
T1 remain ahead, marching towards that
GG.
ticket and a rematch against
This
the
game's over.
Grand Finals.
And just as that continues to happen round after round, Chobra.
I mean, it's a shame how far Gen.G have fallen. Maybe Heretics will fall with them. You know, maybe the best 2 teams of last year.
Not just in the rounds, but in terms of
maybe they'll both fall. Maybe it's Liquid's time. Maybe this is the year of the glue. Ever thought about that?
Couldn't get the spike down, and that's why he went for that peek. Stax was so ready to receive. Next round comes up, and it's Gen.G once again.
Liquid is not beating Heretics, says Canada Man. Canada Man, why the fuck are you awake?
If you're Gen.G, you need this.
Do you not want to watch Heretics versus Liquid?
Is not enough for safety. Still drone again, same default, same positions, same cycle of utility, same timing. And T1, they continue to just say, okay, is there any trickery? No, nobody sneaks by. The smokes refresh. And easy, look at that off angle. He holds it.
Oh, you woke up.
No one's peeked him just
You
yet.
have slept already.
Thinks maybe this time out of
That's
desperation. You go for an aggressive peek. Salvos and the showstopper coming in from Mail, but there's the snake bite. They don't check for carpet again. The same.
He got Texture? Crazy.
Over and over again for Gen.G. As T1 will shut things down 9-3 at the half.
Bruh.
Is this it? Is this it for Gen.G? Off a round like that, running out of options, down to that final round in the first half. They go in for that full send, just clearing a little bit of space, quick on the coordinated push, out from mid, out from B Heaven, as well as Garage. But the one
GG.
thing that took all of
T1 and DRX are your representatives, which is not great. It's not great. Is this live? This is up to the date, up to the minute. Cutting edge. I saw Haven. Was Heretic so much worse than Vitality? That was a very strange game. That was a game unlike one I've really ever seen before, I think, that Haven game. Where they really were... Like, Heretics just weren't on it at all. And then they were for a bit, and then they weren't again.
Eaten alive in Bangkok. I would have to watch them get domestically abused 2 times before they go out. What a cruel world.
Who's that about? Oh, these APEC teams will get eaten alive? Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Activated as heck.
I mean, what do we know yet why Carpe's playing? Like, did Sylvan...
Toxic screen
I don't know.
to be. Once again, no passive Sentinel, no easy lurk. You know, onto that A side. We'll see how Gen.G is able to identify that weakness, but it's always so tough with limited utility here in the pistol.
What did he do?
They've invested in the double trap wires. That's the benefit they have with that Cypher.
It's a long trip as well.
Trap play, fault line, salvos, paint shells, a ton going out, but no
kill.
damage being
That's the thing, this is
stored.
why... you ever heard of this agent called
That's
Deadlock?
3-second cooldown's gone. And a refresh, the paint shell's also used.
And this is then now T1's turn to return. Bit of an execute straight up in towards heaven, but instantly...
I'm excited to get the stats on this as well. I want to see Teo's win rate. I want to see Teo's win rate, and I want to see Teo's win rate with other agents as well.
Quick to execute in. Spike planted soon.
Was MIBR Sen a good game? For 3 maps? Not really. For 1 map?
Make sure they clear out heaven first. Salvo's coming online. There's the fault line.
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times, is what I'll say about that Pearl map.
At best, they only lose 1 member to the chaos of the utility. The trades will be there. Everyone ready to swing out. Smokes comes out as well. Foxy
Well, Gen.G, you gotta win.
No vision. There's a fault line for close. He needs
Good
to
stun.
win against Carpe, and he does. Yeoman good for his own kill as well. Stacks on for 2.
Beep, beep, beep.
Time ticking
Beep,
away
beep,
for
motherfucker.
Munchkin. It's been the same story as Stacks gets the 3K. 10-3. 3 rounds away now from returning to the international stage.
It's so close.
Bro, when Aspas ran away in that overtime round, I mean, I've got to include that in the video. That was so fucking funny.
Opportunity and revenge against DRX possibly as well. But I mean, what a decision from Stacks. The whole team able to come in quick. Gen.G still finding some of these trades, but Stacks on for the haunt just to throw off Munchkin for a second, and then he finds that shot. This is now the buy up from T1. They have so many chances.
What round was it? We'll go back and watch it. We'll go back and watch it after this.
Playing up on that Outlaw Meteor once again.
Waiting for a peek out as a reaction. It's the clone. Hoping that maybe after the accidents last night that people would check for it. Not going to land the shots that he was looking for.
But it does bait out the paint shells.
And we saw how valuable that was in the previous round. Once that was gone, it's an opening.
Okay.
Here for T1. Just making sure
didn't
that there
force,
is no
bro.
that garage cannot
You really want us to be on
overheat.
11-3?
Still leave Meteor here. Gatecrash
This
at
is
the ready.
Valorant.
I think 1, thanks for 17 months.
TMV, what
Oh,
should
you're
I
going.
write on a sign for day 1 of Bangkok?
You should write.
He's trying to sell it as hard as possible, but Gen.G will not be shaken.
You should write.
Line at the ready. Here they come. He gets past it. He doesn't check.
If Team Liquid go, write something like, I killed my horse for this. I have killed my horse for this glue.
Now a frantic rotate. Munchkin, can he hold on? The salvos.
Or just something like, I was promised glue.
Meteor is trying to catch a rotate. Nobody has any idea the jump peaks. 17 HP, but meanwhile on side,
Time?
Munchkin salvo in hand. He hasn't been spotted just yet. There's the surround. There's the spike down, and there it is. 7 seconds.
Don't lose this T1. In fact, do lose this T1. Give me an unbelievable, choke. That's what I'm here for. Give me that unbelievable choke.
Snuffed out at the last possible second. T1, how do you like
Trying to give him a gun, and
that?
the old glue sniffers down here can't hear him.
Read and the hold from Texture. The first shot was good.
Oh, the second one's
He
lucky.
strafes out and finds one through the smoke.
I just knows he has to stop them at all costs right there. And that is a big shutdown. Munchkin asking about the pickups. Can
Oh,
they
no.
upgrade all their guns? And here they come in. A couple pickups, a couple purchases. A long way to go still, but full armor. An outlaw in hand as well for Texture.
It's gonna be a
Right spot.
just a BXA. Oh, the flashes are good.
The flashback right up into the sky.
Ooh,
But
Karen.
He's set up for it. Buys enough time. Prowler, second one, doesn't clear the right side. The salvos come
Pick
out.
the rifle back
Slow
up.
things down. The backup has arrived now in full force from Gen.G.
Munchkin is on a full angel arc right in this game.
Gun swapped, and that's a good double swing.
Okay, you've seen both at least. You know where both are.
Two members holding close, but he gets spotted. And Gen.G, they are back. They're locked in and ready to start the comeback.
Able to strike back just as quick. The sight hit went in quick and fast. Texture.
Is it possible?
Upsy-daisy, but at the
If Gen.G
same
win the
time,
next two,
Heron
I'll
is
start
there
maybe
to
having
bail
some
him
belief.
out.
But I think that like that entry is actually pretty decent. And requires Karen to kind of go big.
And also off of that, the hop down from Munchkin.
Surely with your arrays we can have a good entry on a round. Surely we can make it work. Surely this comp on attack has to be good enough to be able to win. Surely.
One away from the nightfall. This time it's a fast hit for information onto the A side. Quick control of ramps, but they have to be pushed out. There's the salvage. It's a double swing. Gen.G, we don't want to take the risk. A good flash right through the box. Meteor finds Munchkin. The Teo down. Once again, all that artillery now missing from the Gen.G side. Boxy 9, he wants one. There's a trade, but yo man, he's not good for it.
GG.
A triple. And the Yoru, now dimensional drift. He'll do everything. He'll get the
Unless
kills, he'll
Texture
scout the
can
information,
go
and he'll open up
crazy
the
here.
sight towards another round win for T1.
He might get a perfect timing being the Yoru.
Texture's position. He is blocked up by the smoke.
GG.
Tries to find the opportunity, but denied.
GG.
Just Karen, who
All
has to
one by
save.
one they fall.
And this is then now T1 reaching up to the
Oh
11th
no.
win. Just a bit of a
Oh
catch and
Gen.G.
shoot. Trying
You
to go on
fool.
ramps. The early artillery sent out from Gen.G.
He should be trying to go for this, I think, even though it's a 1v4 and he doesn't know where anyone is. Getting the kills could actually be handy as well.
To play against Gen.G.
And a very odd situation, one that we haven't seen from
Oh
Gen.G
dear.
before. Because off the salvos, it looked like they were prepped to swing out as two, right? No matter how many there are, with two of us, we can take them down, we can get back to safety. But immediately, just a small
Maybe
bit of
T1 will
contact, and they
surprise.
start to turn tail. We haven't seen that from Gen.G much. I mean, even if they falter, they'll usually take the fight.
Wait, so Pacific could be interesting in terms of their group draw though, because in theory you could get like DRX, Gen.G, Paper X all in one group, right?
It looked like they started to think that they might lose.
So you might end up with what on paper would look like a very stacked group.
And that's a timeout. The timer stopped. If anything, they'll need Sleep to regroup and try to recover their mentality. Get back in that confidence. Get the war cries going. As Meteor
How?
starts
Because I'm
to
pretty sure the way
smile
they're gonna do it
first
is, you know,
time this kickoff where we see him relax.
like 1-2 are grouped, right? So the top two are grouped, so you go like 1, 2, and then like, you know, so you go 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 can go to here or here. 5 and 6 can go to here or here. 7, 8, etc. Right, and so you could end up with this being like the RX, this being Gen.G, this being like Paper X, you know. Wait, actually, did Paper X finish 7th, 8th? They did, so it could be like Nongshim, Paper X. You could end up with like those four in a group.
Teo, and they
That
are
would be quite the
trying their
group.
darndest to
I mean,
win
RQ
against
or
this
Nongshim would be
Use the roll,
interesting.
use
Guys.
the game. It's an
Arctic
FPS
Ninja, thanks for the
game.
10 months!
Expect this. Maybe
Good
they
morning,
didn't
Mr.
really
Streamer.
Good morning.
figure out a
How are you
solution
doing
fast
after
enough.
San and me?
How am I doing?
Whatever it
I'm
is,
glad
when
I
they
slept.
find themselves
I
in this situation,
I would
it's
probably
11
feel
to 5.
horrible if I didn't go back to bed.
Uh-oh, the push out here on A.
Because I reckon I probably got... Because actually I struggled to sleep as well. That's a nice play. That's a kill.
Keeps them trapped. And this is
That was a
what
nice
this
little play by
composition
Gen.G.
was built for. The free kills off the utility, the free zoning. Suddenly a 5v3.
Needing to start more rounds off like that, but still T1
Sounds
not
sick.
broken
That's just
yet. Three members, the trio, trying
my
to work
groggy
their way
morning
through
voice.
mailroom.
But yeah, I
Started off
reckon
by
I
Foxy
probably
9,
only...
Texture up
Even
the
with the
stairs.
extra sleep, I
Looking
probably
for
only got like
timing.
6.5 hours
Rika
sleep.
does have the boom bot.
If
Bit of a
that.
silent drop,
Not just
though.
6.
Foxy 9 continuing to jiggle back and forth, does find one. Izu off for the trades,
But I would have been on like
instantly
4
comes
hours
back in to
sleep.
reply.
Would you
Texture
rather
out,
drink a
slow
lot
and
of
smooth,
piss or
smooth
eat
as
a little
fast, but
poo?
spotted out by Izu nonetheless.
30 HP. It's going to be zoned out, but he finds another target. How is he getting away with
saw him.
murder? 1v2. Doubles back. Tries to find another 1v1, but
How much is a little?
spots the barrel, spots the elbow, and Gen.G now up to 6, 5 rounds apart.
And how much is a lot?
Good opportunity. It's a good time to try and fight back. They have those 4 ultimates online. Still, though, this was one of these rounds where they caught T1 by surprise. All of those utilities, the bits of free kills coming through with the ballistics.
Can we stop?
Down at their opponent's
Yeah, it's
feet.
too early for that kind of
Can
talk.
they do it again?
I think I'd take the piss, though,
Can
to be
they
honest.
create opportunities like that again? Texture fired up.
This time,
Okay, they have ults here, Gen.G.
If it's a push onto B, it's going to be a fault line, but they wait. It's a bit of a wide area. You want to guarantee that potential. There it is, the fault line, the salvos, but Isu's not in. Foxy9, you are solo, and he'll get out to safety for now. Back to a stalemate, but Foxy9 down to 15 HP.
At least into a safer position for now. Munchkin trying to hold down the linear angles. T1 not backing down.
Taking contact, a slow entry. Foxy9, his crosshairs not quite positioned. The showstopper will trade and
Oh,
open up the
okay.
site. But
Yeoman
the
gets
spray,
one. That's a big one.
Yeoman, he's gonna isolate a couple members. Now he waits
3v3,
for
but you have a Razor here. But Meteors push CT. They do ping it out. They're ready for it.
Available as well, and a quick hit during the plant, but audio denied. Texture all alone on the site. He needs to find one, and he finds the correct one as Spike gets dropped. Meteor. Is he aware of the wraparound? He'll find his target. No, he will not. He might have seen him, but Texture.
T1 choking a little bit.
Off of Texture's efforts, the showstopper in. Just being able.
And they still have Cosmic Divide. I mean, this was a nice.
Fought so hard to retrieve. The contact plays coming through. Buzz with his own showstopper.
Play by Yeoman. He gets his kill. He goes down. He realizes, oh, this is a bad choice. Goes back up. Plays for Razor. That was good by Yeoman.
And you can see it, the energy, Texture coming back alive. If you're T1, you desperately want to see that 12 on the board. You do not want to leave this to margin. And this time the Armageddon, just a new trap play every time. Solo, perhaps just running through the entire playbook 1 round at a time. Seas comes through, should be spotted. They know that one's tied up, but there it is, the fault line. There's the gate crash, but the Armageddon, I love it, all the way across the back. Guaranteed for at least 1 kill. The re-clear, trying to pick up the spike. Buzz, trying to get ahead.
They're going to continue to fight. Foxy is.
Stuck.
Wow, what a play by Gen.G.
The Gen.G fans finally discovering their voices once again. The roars in the stadium.
I mean, yeah, they used ults, but
Gen.G forward, 1 step closer towards that grand finals. Izu has to run away. 50 seconds, you might be able to wrap around, but can you secure this round against 4 members of Gen.G?
Yo, 50 seconds is a lot of seconds.
Yeah, and that's why you see Munchkin. Yeah, Munchkin can't really. Okay, hold on. Where it's not done yet. Now 40, but it does.
that was
look
nice
like
by
this
Gen.G.
quickness
Really good.
movement. He will hide out.
Someone finally learned that to combo a tail ult with other stuff. Who would have thought? But like, yeah, ulting across the backside of mid. So camera, you wait for contact, ult,
so far, halfway through
salvo, nade, stun, like,
and can he do it again? The same
absolute
map as it was
death.
against Paper Rex here on Split.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, back against Paper X, that was 13-11 in favor of T1. There is a very good opportunity for T1 to find that match point. Whoa.
Oh, it's on him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he
pushes him
actually gets
out.
one. All right.
But he actually, yeah, he gets the kill himself.
Close.
And there's the timeout.
Okay, he saves the gun.
Paused.
T1 take a timeout.
On those ultimates away from Gen.G.
Now, Gen.G, they're one off a
Only
breach
under
ult. That's the
one
thing.
away. I mean,
This will be an
Gen.G
eco,
right
so if they
now,
can survive this one
that's
against
true,
the
you know,
eco,
a
they'll
little
then have a
bit
breach ult.
over, commitment to
Probably.
this utility, having to use maybe just one more. You know, the previous round, the paint shows to secure the second kill, things like that, but they'll take the numbers advantage. And so now T1, they have to
Ooh.
start to think, okay,
It's getting close. If Gen.G win, I'll go and make my breakfast. If T1 win, we'll quickly go through that send VOD and find the rounds to talk about. Can Gen.G do it? I mean, if they win this map, surely they'll win the final map, right? Surely T1's bind is horrific enough to where Gen.G can win. God, bind might be a full slop fest. If Gen.G didn't want to pick it, then bind might be just a full mess.
Ending it all, but Gen.G just still not backing down.
So T1
that perseverance, finding that
aware
to
not
nip
to
at their heels. We are here to play.
not
They
to be
start
pushed
things
up
off
initially.
with the salvos.
They get the breach ult if they need it.
Rolling Thunder picked up. Texture seeing the clone being pinned, just waiting to see if anyone chases through it. That's going to be a late lurk by Meteor. Boombot, does it spot him? It does. Forces a gate crash out. Now the early
TP
salvos,
back.
as you mentioned, it's for that orb, it's for that Rolling Thunder. But are they aware that
They have
Gen.G
up Prowler.
is still holding? This is the confidence of Gen.G. It's against Sanico. They'll take this risk. Munchkin trying to hold the high-low, and it's just an absolute spray down.
Wow, and they even kill the Yoru TP behind them.
No entry onto site. Sees it doesn't matter. There's the aftershock, the salvos. You're just in the war zone, baby. And Gen.G will get.
See, what the fuck is this? Where's this team been? What the fuck is this team doing?
And of course, Gen.G is the one that brings it to the table. The salvo, the Altor picked up, but like you mentioned, just utter faith and confidence in each other. They hold it down. As soon as T1 finds contact against them, what they are met with are 2 fully automatic rifles, 3 kills.
Still have the breach ult,
and they hang on back.
And like Gen.G, I mean T1, sorry, they're still, you know, they've got 2 ults, but I mean the Viper Spit is okay, but it's not, you know, they're missing their big ult.
T1, if you do not get this round, it's still just half armors. That's all you have to work with. You have to consider this do or die. And missing that passive information, it's really starting to hurt.
Where was all this greatness for legit 5/8 of these half? They have an edging kink for elimination.
Yeah.
And that allows for a 3-man
As soon as it got like a real that they might lose, they just fucking go into God mode.
Now considers maybe a bit of a full frontal assault into the B site.
But anyway, I mean, but the thing is, T1, Gen.G might have left it too late. T1 just need one.
Oh, the Rolling Thunder.
Wow.
Oh, just to chase down. I mean, it's just one man, but they'll absolutely get the kill. So that's the kill for T1. But they have no idea.
Wow.
They thought
Well,
it'd
never
be
mind.
more. And Gen.G,
They almost baited them in with just a 2-man. So they kind of expected it just a 2-man breach ult play. Almost baits T1 into starting their exec on the other side, thinking that would be the weak side, and actually it's the strong side. That's kind of, I mean, Gen.G are cooking here. They are cooking.
Narrowly avoided.
30 seconds.
Kind of hang back. I mean, info be damned. I mean, they're just toying with T1's expectations. That Rolling Thunder just blindly sent through, catching the one player, but Karen's so ready to find the shots. Spotted out at least one player now. Texture has seen Carpe, goes in for the other peak. Might have gotten gunned down.
10 seconds left.
But at least it's against Carpe, who already has his ult, so not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, Texture, he'll take the ult point.
So they're kind of just going to spawn and save. They probably will get to save.
Steps away to bring us to a 5th map. Do we go to Bind, or does T1 go to Masters Bangkok? Cheers of support coming out from the crowd for both
Okay, they have a buy.
Even
Could get an
during the
outlaw
break
buy, to be
earlier,
fair.
Getting ready for split. You know, you could hear fans shouting out the players' names as they re-enter the stage. But what a setup from Gen.G. If it's 1, 2, 3, lurk or not, we will send the Rolling Thunder. We will absolutely get the numbers advantage. Force you to enter, but man,
here we
it was
go.
a stack. The reads coming in this time. It's an A stack. It's going to be all out. The flash.
Just a full A hit. Try and take round. Giabear, thanks for the 7 months.
Do you think GENG could win this, or do you think T1 will just shit them down?
Oh,
what a jiggle here from
see, I didn't want to say anything because
now Heaven opened up. Texture on site.
I thought there might be a chance in this round. These two have to survive.
They're aware of this. They will isolate the fights, the flashes. Texture, he would desperately want one more, but he cannot get it.
Don't get the extra kill. 2v3, and they have Viper Spit. Just pit yourself. Pit, 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 pit. Easy, but just pit.
Munchkin can't quite
What are we doing?
just yet.
Okay, he's gonna go to site and pit.
That will be the spike down. Viper's pit invested as well. Munchkin alongside Yeoman trying to find their approach, but oh, Yeoman gets spammed down.
Well, they get to 12.
The pit spot,
Massive.
up by Raptors. And that is T1 reaching up to match point.
1 round away from the ever-elusive grand final. To be a part of T1 in Korea means excellence.
Did
It
Gen.G
means to
leave
be
it too
the
late to
absolute
turn the
best,
tap on?
And they have yet to ever get close to that gate. But today, it's just 1 more round.
Like, the thing is, if they win this one, they might get tail ult, they might get raise ult.
It is the A site.
Meteor has
Just like
Yoru
against
ult.
Paper Rex, the dimensional drift gets ahead of it. He lets them know, and there's the answer back. Yeoman.
He
gets
died to the nade,
double
but Yeoman gets
headshot.
2.
The stuns
Yeoman gets a
are
3rd.
good. The new pickup, a 3K. That's his legacy for the round. Now a 3v2. Munchkin waiting. Can't get the spray, but the team is there.
11-12, and they used Yoru ult there for Meteor.
Gen.G is the
They
team.
used Yoru ult, and now Texture's got raise ult. They've got the tail ult. Buzz has raise ult. Oh, what a round.
Time bought for the other players to get into position where
Again, a great play by... I mean, some of the starting ideas that Gen.G have had are crazy.
The util again, the trap play, the read that they will go for that A site once more. Gen.G. They're getting fired up. Texture giving a shout out to Yeoman. Again, they say, once more, T1 won.
Oh!
And Texture,
He has raise ult as well.
like that, he slams the door shut. 4 members scrambling in ramps. Like lemmings with nowhere to go, they will
Oh, he's missed the
fall
timing,
down into the cliff, and Charon's
They kind of
waiting
missed the
for it.
timing. They don't know where they are.
Gets the
It
shorty
doesn't
out,
matter.
and just
Doesn't matter.
like
Flawless.
that,
Wow.
Overtime.
Switching sides.
Gen.G complete the full
Oh!
conversion down in the second half, starting things off.
OT.
They're not quite having it all. A bit of a 3-9, but now turning it all around. 3 A sites in a row from T1, and Gen.G are just prepared for it. The op shot from Texture, Charon right underneath the bottom of the ropes to
You can't lose now,
bring them
Gen.G.
over into the river.
You can't
Like,
lose
that's
now.
just classic Gen.G.
A flawless at that as well. I mean, we like to talk about momentum. It's
Timeout,
never
T1.
gone over as much as it has right this moment.
Oh, no?
The coaching staff all
No?
lasered in. The fans starting to get rowdy. Everything on the line. 2 rounds to get this map victory.
I mean, after losing Pistol, being down, like, it was over.
Extremely good and confident right
It
now.
was Jova. And then it wasn't.
Back on their attacking side, trying to slow things down. This is where they struggled the most. The timer working against them. Prowler out from mid, but nothing quite found yet. Munchkin will send out the stealth drone as his procedure.
Okay, but the difference here is every time they've done this, the same format, it's always been around
Why is
bottom,
Texture lurking in
around
mid?
garage. But this time, you send the boombot, make it look like we're taking control of garage, but the full stack's been waiting by A timing attack here from Gen.G.
I mean, they've made them
Meteor
rotate.
tries to get ahead of it. The gate crashes here, but salvos to
But we're
cover
entering
those
with no
corners. The
duelist.
Buzz just out in the middle of the site. Shut
What are we
down
doing?
both
Why have we gone
sides.
back to
Now, with
Gen
the
glue?
we know the tail was nearby as well. Where can Gen.G go?
And then we
Again, only
pivot?
40
What the
seconds
fuck are
left.
we doing?
Full rotate with no info seems absolutely deadly right now, but they don't have a choice.
It's just trying to regroup back in towards top of mid.
30
Izu
seconds
instantly notes it. Snake bite to delay and buy time again. The rotations are online. Stacks is here.
Seas is online as well. Stacks, he's arrived. He could throw that out. Only 20 seconds left. Gen.G, not like this again. How far you've come to get to this point. And Stacks goes for the spray. He gets pushed out. Texture got down from the sky. And Izu will get
What?
3
Why are they allergic to a
all 5
re-hit as well?
seconds forward. The countdown down to the round lost.
Why are they fucking allergic to a
T1
pause
has
and
just
re-hit?
their own flawless.
Fucking hell, what a shit round.
That definitely cools things off for Gen.G. A dampener effect, if anything.
Just Buzz's decision.
Who would win? 2G or a team of Kamek, but he can only play Sage. Demon 1, but he can only play Raze. Yay, but he can only play Phoenix. Ange 1, but he can only play Taeho. And N48, but he can only play Omen.
25 kills and 15 and 8 assists on that Viper. This time, it's
Who would
one.
win?
It's another trap play. The Salvos, they try to get ahead
Probably
of
who
it,
you think
but
the best
Munchkin
player out
wins
of them
it.
is. I don't know.
Munchkin just no, they
It
both
wouldn't be
know
2G.
Texture even gets Meteor. They've been reading these TPs for Meteor, and neither team.
Kamek was my
break
first
the
thought,
attack.
but then only playing Sage is pretty rough.
Gen.G still pushing up a
Demon,
little
oh
bit
yeah,
here as
Demon 1
well.
playing Raze would surely win.
Spike still in the hands of T1 though, and maybe looking for a bit of an opportunity to try to sell some kind of a fake to once again launch that rotate. Izu's still on the other end, but Texture continues
Bro,
to hold down ramps.
are we in for another long
Drops
one?
now.
I mean, this round was over before it started as well.
But Texture denies any
So
possible opportunity.
put them on this defense side and they turn into like fucking
Izu.
2010
Back
Spain.
and forth.
Put them on the attack side and they turn into
69 spots him,
fucking
but he's far away
2024
from the spike.
Wolves.
Spreading out, but you don't want to get too antsy. He'll just cut off the entryways. Foxy 9, perhaps getting permission to go for the fight. He will lose. But they are positioned in a way, like if Izu had started the hunt here, I'd be a little worried because they're positioned in a way where
I mean, bro, you don't have time. Like, you've already lost the time.
so it should be the end of the round. Yo Man has been just on fire leading into this overtime.
Switching
Texture
sides.
starting to pick up at least in
Overtime.
this round as well. Come on. So we will go again. As you mentioned before, neither team can really catch a break on their attacking side. Gen.G getting a read for it, knowing how to work against the lack of passive information from the side of T1. Meanwhile,
Timeout Gen.G
truly-
must be. Timeout T1? Huh? What do you need a timeout for this side for? What do you need a timeout for to say Gen Glue? Why do we need a time? We need a timeout against Gen.G, not against Gen Glue. Fake A, go B. No, their rounds are more like send one person in on their own to die on A, slowly walk to B with no time. What's my shirt? It's a Game Changer shirt that I got sent. Co-streaming the first Game Changers. What happens if both coaches call a timeout? Then you get back-to-back timeouts.
Still not quite working out. Now, ooh, a bit of a stack in towards mid.
So that's the read from T1. Getting ready for a potential fast hit, and that's the full sell from Gen.G. They want to draw everyone away, but now it's stopped. Has he stopped before or after the snake bite? It's hard to tell. There's the boom bot now. Izu giving that information, but look at Stacks.
Okay,
He gets a
they
sniff of
fake
it.
with
He said,
texture.
well, that's a little weird. Double blast
Smoke,
attack and
smoke,
no
smoke.
further
Heaven,
fire.
hello,
Gen.G,
Karen!
look at that!
That's on you, buddy!
One kill. Foxy 9 domed as well. Yeoman will answer back, but Stacks is holding the fort. Meteor has now regrouped. What a timing from Munchkin! Just a constant ping pong back and forth between these two teams. Yeoman doesn't want to face the same fate that his teammates have.
Nonetheless, the spike retrieved, and now an opportunity to get it planted down when first time in a long while, Gen.G has time for this. No smokes though, so T1 can continue to push and assault through. Just a bit of the tail utility to fend them off.
There's the aftershock, pushes him
Munchkin
out.
just going
It's
angel
great
mode.
staggering of the util, now 3v2. Texture still not spotted. T1, they know they don't have much time. The shorty, Izu, what a call. The confidence play to lead in front of his IGL, the new leader of T1. But Texture waiting for a timing. Yo man needs help, Texture will get it. There's the paint shells.
Good nade.
It'll buy time. Izu doesn't have much of it. Toxic screen comes up. Texture will have to face the decay. He needs to swing out, and there it is! The swings that we have so loved from Texture.
And now just finding a little bit more confidence.
I mean, he kind of had to stick to half there, I think, and I think Texture knew that.
Finally lands it, breaks the curse, and puts
Well,
Gen.G
a scrappy
up
round, but
onto an
Gen.G will take it.
round in overtime. Good opportunity at possibly ending it off on this map for the next round, and we might go into a fifth.
8 attacking rounds that they had to lose to finally get another win. Gen.G primed to take us into bind for a chance to get to Masters, where they know what it feels like to lift a trophy. T1, same default.
Nice.
Both teams always just trying to make sure they break that first bit of utility. But this time, just after that initial trap play over by the A side, no further movement from Gen.G.
Slow by T1.
Current positions.
This is the first map point for Gen.G.
Anchors towards the B site as well.
Oh, Yeoman.
Oh, what a
And you saw her fade
position
there as well, so
Stacks.
that might convince them
Wants
that
to
it is
push
a bit
in.
more
Yo,
of an
man.
A hit, although
Stacks
Gen.G are
trying to do is draw
unmoved.
out more
They've got the
information, more
fucking
YouTube
read.
away
And he's
from
still
Yo, man.
only seeing
And if
stacks.
not,
He's
he won't
curious,
face
why
it.
am I
It's
only
a
seeing
1v2,
stacks?
Yo, man.
Okay,
He
he's
needs
seen
to
Raze, now
overhelp
they might
the bot
move.
line at the ready. So that's a timing.
But, I mean, they've... Stacks has just fucking gone onto the site. What are we doing?
Has a chance. A close swing out from Stacks to open up the site. Gen.G meanwhile pushing out mid as an answer. There it is. They draw Yo Man out. There's the bait. He gets caught. Meanwhile, Gen.G
Now, they
are
might...
stuck through
They're not going to
sewers.
think that they've come down here.
Izu.
I think they heard E2 running.
This could still provide a chance for Gen.G. Carpe's
I mean, they have no
way too far
Sentinels, so
out.
this one's
I
free.
don't think they have any idea. I think they trust in Carpe's information. Izu, that's one. But how many are coming in from their buzz? He gets stunned. Where's the follow-up? Waiting for it. Salvo's a little late. There's the blast back. They know he's on the side. And that's eventually the trade from Texture. Carpe now coming up through mid. It's going to be
flash.
another surprise here for Gen.G. They need to push through. They need to get these kills. Charon gets one. There's the shorty. Swaps back out. Stacks repositions in a tough angle. He saw the barrel. Oh, a flick onto Texture. 1v1. Charon, you have to stick it. He gets it. Is it enough time? Charon cannot finish the defuse.
Oh my god, down to .42! Such a tremendous effort to try and end it out. But down to it at the very end.
No.
With his insane call to push into A blindly, dry on the
That was a
push.
very strange round.
And then the kill onto Yeoman, being able to get the flick on the edge of the smoke as well.
Spectre's walking in A on its own.
Ahead of Gen.G. What a round from both teams as he just watches and lets his efforts unfold. The next round begins hot and fast.
What is going on with Valorant? God, wait till this is Team Liquid in this spot. Watch Team Liquid be the T1. Watch them be 2-0 up, and they'll lose map 4 in OT and map 5 in OT just to break hearts.
That all of them have worked for this whole kickoff throughout the offseason.
Classic Liquid.
It's the first time that Gen.G's had a little bit more control of mid, but no control of the side of the map.
It's always keeping players nearby. Gen.G at the same time, just keeping themselves posted up. Karen inside a garage. And a bit of a flash in.
Now, do they suspect that Meteor would have taken that gate crash? He always has. Off of that blind side, off of that flash, that's his timing to rotate. But it seems like there's an internal timer for the gate crash as well.
Oh no.
Contact.
Roses and wigs! Thanks for the 3 months.
I want a 5th map, please, Sexture.
I mean, they're in a good spot right now. If this drone sees him... Oh, they saw him. Wow, nice. Nice, Gen.G.
Now trying to regroup with Stacks. Can he get into screens? There's too many targets.
I mean, Munchkin's in heaven as well. Karen's luck. Okay, we're good. We should be good. We should be good, unless Stacks goes crazy hero mode. She's not going to. Right, good round by Gen.G again. That's a good round. That was a much better round from Gen.G. They took map control. They were set up well for the A split. Good util to get the initial kill.
Fighting for their lives.
And Karokath, thanks for the 9 months.
And so a child of TMV was born.
Yeah, apparently I have a lot of them if you judge children by just getting 9 months.
From mid down straight back in towards the A side, so darn close in every step of the way.
You see
Here
how
we
much
go.
it means for Foxy
Texture with an
Can't
op.
even cheer right now. Hands trembling, but you have to study the aim. The operator now out. So the trap play earlier, it was a high-low. This time, the operator eliminated by
See, that's the thing. That doesn't necessarily mean there's an op there, right? Because they did just salvo stun you, so It's perfectly reasonable that this
That they'll
would be a
use
rifle
until
there.
They've been taken out from here before. Texture looking for a sliver. Everybody grouping up. Look at T1. It's going to be a flood in. It all rests on this first shot. Another
Wow,
prowler.
they
the
were
undiscovered.
good awareness by
Paranoid
Stacks though.
But that means T1 now has to reconsider their
This is
options.
But they are just all
Valorant.
grouped here. That's gonna
Every
give by
game.
time.
No, he actually lets it go
Shaky
into a
PL,
Two
thanks for the
months.
15 months.
W streamer
A lot of
smile.
players from Gen.G in
Thank
position
you.
to hold and
The
receive.
gate Texture. Oh, he tries to clear it. It's still there. They haven't found it just yet. It's going to be used, but Texture just turns his head
fakes
to
it.
check. Salvo's used to delay, so now a little bit of safety gained by Gen.G, but space given over. Stacks has snuck in through ramps, and Gen.G, they have to recognize this. They have to know that this is a possibility.
they
Texture wants to
rotate.
check, but he's already through. The shot.
30
This is what it
seconds
comes
left.
down to. Texture, the shot!
Oh,
It does
and
not
now you
fire!
should know.
Munchkin, all alone, misses the first hit. The Haunt has to get erased. There's just too many angles. Good for one, but that's going to be
We're
it
going again.
As T1 takes
We are
control
going again.
of
The
A
thing
Heaven.
is, Stacks has got a good read, but Gen.G are not
The other end
fucking
as well,
moving.
Stacks, but this time
Like,
cut
they
down
don't
by
rotate.
Foxy9. Perhaps a slight opportunity. Comes
So,
back
like,
into
he's just
refill
taking his
screens.
time.
Karen out from the top, tries to clear
Like,
out
they
anyone who
only
might be
touched,
standing
like,
on
they
top
didn't
of
even
Raptors,
touch
but it
mid or B
does
in this
T1
at
in
all.
position
But he
here.
knows that they're not
Able
moving.
to hold out screens with the linear angle. The trade out from Izu. We go another OT.
It's not an easy road. It's not an easy road to get to an international stage, and it only gets harder every year. Another round of overtime. How many we've seen already this tournament. And T1, they want to wrap things up here. They do not want to see Gen.G rise up from the ground, rise
G,
up
just a B
just
exit?
from down below to try to reclaim that ticket.
Oh, this is now then the round where they're going back in towards garage. Salvos early on, cleared out the corners.
Why do we love doing execs without texture?
And now T1, they just wait. They've seen this before. They'll just confirm there's at least one. And you know that's going to be another default hold. You know Gen.G has struggled to get through that toxic screen in time. Munchkin will still sell once again the same default. Hey, we're near B. We're near Ramen. We want to clear the site. Pings out fence, tries to make it look like they're pushing people away from mid so they can go to B. Prowler, not spotted. Heron hides away from it, but the entry is still happening over here on the B side.
Oh,
What a
no,
time from
Meteor.
Texture. Waits for the spray.
Come on,
Makes that
Gen.G.
full teammate.
Give me a map
Now
5.
Opened up all 5 members alive, and look at Charon's position. The guarantee, the insurance here from Charon sets up a star for his teammates to smoke online.
Oh.
He is quite far away. We'll see if T1 can pick up the speed. Trapwire eliminated, but one down below.
Couple of jiggles as well, and continuing to spot out the T1 players up from heaven. But Stacks takes movement away, and now that's going to be Yeoman down.
Karen's late, but he'd get okay. They're fine.
Karen and Texture will hold out towards the back of Elbow.
That was the kill.
And
If
that's gonna
Texture
be
died there, they
enough
were in
as
trouble
Texture
because
continues to swing
it's
off
not
again
fully
and
planted for
again.
Karen or
16 to
Munchkin, but they
15.
do alright. Astra Teo, so they had a lot of delay.
Will it be another round of OT?
Well,
It looks like perhaps
Gen.G, we just need to have a bit more,
finally
bit more
using
re-clear in the mid
their
round, a bit
one
more
timeout
confidence
here in the
maybe. You know, get
overtime.
someone pushing B main. Like if you hear a
And
ton
you
of
have to wonder what the call
ton
will
of things
be.
going on one side of the map,
Because it's
let's
the
push the other
defensive side
side,
that's
see
done
if
so
we
well
can
for
figure
them.
it out.
Not here in overtime.
Okay, and they take a timeout, yeah, and I think that's probably what Gen.G hopefully will be saying is we're being a little too static right now, and T1 kind of have the read, because the last couple of attacking overtime rounds, they've kind of gone to an area, stayed there, walked forward, and just then exec on that area, knowing that Gen.G will just stay in their kind of shell. So let's see what they do here. Let's see it. Hello, Sergeant Sentinel. Oh, Sergeant Sentinel, you must be in a pretty good mood. I don't know where General Gen.G is. think this would be prime general Gen.G time.
Thought they were unbeatable. Just getting eliminated in home ground before you even have a chance to go to a bigger stage. 30 kills for Texture. He has risen back up, and he goes out a little bit of a miss on the stun, but it's a full push out. The stealth drone as well, making sure that there's nobody down in sewers, but look at this reclear from Stacks. It's a good read.
So they go for a 4-stack on A.
Who will take the peek out first? Munchkin the wide swing. Texture with the
Okay, they go 1 for 1. Actually, that's not too bad. Stacks is now down, so they have limited info.
Yeah, got a little flash from Yeoman as well, but Izu does keep himself planted deep into this position where he might catch an unsuspecting player or two. Texture, though, quickly notes onto it, and that's
And he has Razor. He has Razor.
Foxy 9 all alone.
Foxy just can't die here.
He loves to fight, but right now it's just too much. He has to
does
escape.
well.
You have the cam. You've got some tripwires. There's a blast back in from Buzz, taking things into his own hands. Now Sight
Have Razor here.
approached by the spike. Foxy 9 making sure that they cannot expand their control, but Heaven, how do you clear that? Meteor gets
Big
one.
from Meteor.
Draws out the showstopper.
Spike planted.
He's running out. He's right below. He wants to take it out. The rocket.
I killed him.
Buzz down. Meteor with the trade. One
Oh,
more.
Foxy.
9 so low. He tries to go for the repeat, but it's a 4K. for
Texture, wow.
And for once, he will secure victory with an ace in his hands.
Down to the final round. A little bit of an oopsie as Munchkin's falls out of his mouth. But how could you not? When
The
you were
Texture
pushing
ace.
absolute limits.
Jesus. What a legend. What a legend of the game. That's why he's a legend. That's why he's up there. "35 kills. What a legend. Buzzup's having a rough one. Holy shit. And we go to bind. Good, I'm glad. Right, I need to go and make my breakfast. Stick around for map 5. Why would you not? It's going to be a lot of fun. Can they break the kill record? I don't think any of them are that close, are they? No, the kill record's 117. They haven't had enough of that. Right. First, let's get up the fucking Sen game. Let me just get it up. Right, for those of you who didn't see the Aspas clip, let me just show you the Aspas clip first. Just because it's funny. What round is it? Oh, you want me to just watch? Okay, yeah. I'll just get this up. Hold on. Right. For those of you who didn't see it. Oh, you gotta get a kill, son. This is me. Last night. So, right. Let's just explain the context. Right? It's 18-17 MIBR. Game on the line. They're on the attack side. It's a 4v3. Right? So this is the context. 18-17 MIBR on attack. 4v3 post plant. I want Sen to win. Because I wanted to go to bed. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's not planted for them. It's not planted for them. Where the fuck is that? Let's go. What's he doing?
It's all gone wrong for MIBR. And Sen again have even the game. We're going to round 37. What a absolute disaster. Tragedy at the end. MIBR haven't gotten a better chance than that. They break the side open. They kill the anchors. Trade.
That was me saying, where's he going?
And then there it comes in. The spike isn't even planted for long. It's not even planted for long.
This is fun.
Oh my god. Somebody please think of
What's he doing?
that could mentally
Yeah. That's rough, buddy. Hold on, let me actually get the camera back in the right place. I mean, that is an unbelievable one, isn't it? That's an unbelievable. That is truly unbelievable. Right, I'll go make my breakfast quick.
These two teams are playing at their peak right now, and that's why I was back and forth, or because the other team kept making mistakes.
I think Gen.G, very, very slow start from them, but their defense was excellent. We talked about how it's an execution-based comp, and they had so many great ideas, which we'll see some of soon. For T1, the struggle to find an attacking side round and seeing your IGL kind of just dry walking out A feels like they didn't really have the ideas they needed on attack to close out the game. Looking at how these two comps interact, I mean, you see this from Gen.G on the attacking side. This is a bully comp that denies you space, and for T1, it's much more of a fluid comp where you see things like prowlers and flashes, and they're trying to retake that space actively in the mid round.
Yeah, we want to see T1 setting up their duelists a lot. That's obviously what they're trying to do. When they're running two of them, it's massive for them. But I don't think, especially across in the second half, they managed to make it work. Because look at all this util that comes out from Gen.G. This A main fight is brutal.
It's disgusting. There's nowhere to stand, guys. Where do you stand in A main? There's a grab well, there's two bloody salvos, fault line, paint shells. They're dumping the whole bloody kitchen sink into A main, and you can't dodge all of the util, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, when you're running this Viper as well, you want to be able to put that wall up across A, find that space, find that lug. We know T1 like to do this with the 4-1 style, but they really wanted to take the fight to Izu.
Yeah, I mean, this was just crazy from start to finish. The OTs really delivering, and look, honestly, some of these rounds, like, you see these, like, lurk plays as well from T1. They were kept running the 1-4s on attack, and it just felt a little bit uninspired, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is their style. We know they like it. They like to keep it simple and straightforward, but it really stopped working for them in this second half.
Yeah, I mean, denied entry into B, shut down the lurk over on A. Not really anywhere to go from that point, unfortunately. So, you know, not much.
Right, let's get up this Sen game. Right, so for those of you who didn't watch this Sen game, right? Sen dominated this game on the 3 maps. Every map, including this one, was a 9-3 half to Sen, first half. So they dominated, right? It was a dominant performance. For whatever reason on Pearl, for those of you who didn't see it, they just decided to just fucking lose their minds on defense side. And what I'm about to show you, you will never, ever win a game playing any map against any team playing like Sen did. Right? I'll show you. I'll show you why. Right. So they kept getting hit by this KO knife, I think on purpose, to almost fake like they were going to be aggro. And then within 10 seconds of the round, right, so we're 12 seconds into the round, look at what the map looks like, right? Backside, spawn, super passive. Okay, Zeken's watching this one angle on his own, right? So when this smoke comes in here, this wall is now useless, right? This wall now isn't giving us info because in theory they could do this, right? You're watching nothing. You're watching nothing, right? And this is the problem that Sen had. And so MIBR, they put one smoke down and now they have the whole map, right? So normally, when teams are this passive back here in the middle, when teams have completely given up mid, normally what you'll find is Zeken is in a good position here, right? He's somewhat pushed up on B. Normally what you'll find is someone will also be pushed up on A, right? And you'll get kind of like a horseshoe kind of defense, right? And yeah, we're giving up mid, but we've got people on both mains, right? Aggressively fighting main. So you can have mid, but we're taking some space back. Apart from Zeken, these guys, they were not doing that. They were not doing that. Bang is the most scared player here I have ever seen. Ever. He is going to sit back here the whole game. And so MIBR can just walk wherever they want, kill Bang backside, and then the round is over. Right? And then we end up saving. This is a bonus round for MIBR. So Kaplan takes a pause, and I'm like, yeah, take a pause, because that round was horrific, right? But it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop there. We'll come to the next gun round. I'm going to write that down. So round 15. Passive Paul. I started giving Bang and Narrate nicknames. Passive Paul and Scared Steven. Right, so again, same thing. Watch. We get hit by the KO knife, which this tells me this is part of their game plan. But it's a shit game plan. God, it's fucking an awful game plan. And like how they didn't adapt or whatever. So again, you've got Zekken kind of challenging with an op. He ends up dying to Aspas. I mean, look, bro. We've got our fucking Vice Wall in sewer. We got a Vice Wall in sewer. They don't even have a Yoru. They don't even have a good counter to the wall. They don't have a good counter to the wall. There is nothing in their comp that can easily counter the wall. And we're putting it in sewer. What's it doing there? Who's it helping? So, which again is like, if you're putting this in sewer, surely you would think our plan is to like 3-push A main. Right? We're going to push the mains heavy. Not have Narrate here in the middle of the map. It doesn't make any sense. Like, what's Narrate doing here if this is in sewer? Right? Then we get that kill, and again, look, instantly. Look at the space. We are in a 4v5. Look at where we are. We're in spawn. We're in spawn. It was so bad. Honestly, I mean, we can keep going through these rounds. I mean, tell me when map 5 starts. Obviously, I don't want to miss that. Literally, the only way they win, and I guess they do win this round, is through hero plays. They literally only win through... Oh, they win this round because Artscene loses his fucking mind. Right? Where he suppresses Bang. He knows the Bang is somewhere close. Bang puts a smoke on the site. And he does that. That's how they win this round. This is a nice play by Bang. But they win that round because Aspas is opping and Artscene's fucking running into a smoke on his own. So then MIBR take a timeout, and again, a chance for Sen to rectify it. And hey, we actually had an aggressive setup to start a round. This is a very rare thing. You won't be seeing this again. But again, it's like, I mean, okay, this round they use some ults. And they win, and they have a B-long post plan, and it's like, whatever. But it was so bad. In overtime, it got worse, I think. Again, they kept doing this wall. And it's like, this wall does not help Narrate at all. Because someone could be walking up here on him, and he has no idea. Like, if you just watch Narrate play in this game, he's been given almost an impossible task by what Zellsis is doing with this setup. He's just out there doing nothing.
Retreat, forced to get out of there into Link. John wants to get some info with this stealth. This lose then Mango.
I mean, I'll probably have to skip to overtime to find some of the more egregious examples.
For those risky jump peak.
Yeah, this one's just an eco, so whatever.
Started it a long time ago.
Got an op-tech pause.
Post plan as well. Another for Aspas. Still turned off. Yeah. Active on that side of the
so again, other than Zekken, I mean, look here again, right? Other than Zekken, who's going to walk up here? I mean, I guess they rotate based off that. But these two just sitting back here the whole time. There's never any aggressive plans. It was just pure retake. We are literally playing every round for retake. And then they save. They Yoru ult and save. Because we die backside.
Center working with weaponry. Hot over the top is nice. Spots out two.
Again, only Zekken was playing any aggro. If Zekken wasn't aggro, no one was. And again, I mean, look at they walk in mid here. They do this like every round. They walk double doors maybe 6-7 rounds in this game. Right, because they know that they can. Because they know that no one's ever there. Okay, we're in. Oh shit, sorry. My bad. Too busy complaining about Sen. What round was that?
With several members, there's one right click going on for 2, but the trade not quite there from Izu. Meteor,
it's fine, we didn't miss any kills.
Sure he fills the gaps. And now Gen.G, they've taken over backside, but they are down in numbers, very low on health on both sides. Buzz gets ahead of it. Do they know? Meteor holding on to the site. Charon the master of the truck here on Bind. But there's the pop flash. He's not able to approach. And surely he doesn't have a way out as Buzz gets a
T1
3K.
pistol round.
3 points.
Good start.
That showstopper.
Buzz three
And kind
three
of
kills.
about where Stax was and tried to go for that shot, but down at the
Now
very
T1's
end,
attack last time they played
it
Bind
happens at this
against
little
Talon
short
was
as a match
horrendous.
over. I mean,
It was
so
awful.
incredibly narrow.
It was
I believe they
horrible.
wanted to try to just throw bodies all the way through and find these trades as Gen.G does, but T1, they're actually avoiding some of these angles as well, just holding close, a little bit of an off angle, in with the classic right clicks, and they're able to trickle them down. So a little bit of an unfortunate round for Gen.G as T1 picks it up, and now you got those 3 rifles on their hands.
Yeah, Phantom and 2 Bulldogs. Phantom going to be the hands of Buzz with full armor, leading the charge for T1 on the attack. 0 point over to Showers. Meanwhile, slow creeping. You look at the sheer wall, really just meant to watch the flag.
Actually gets a
Okay,
kill.
still
Hold
gets
on.
trade
The
from
nade is
Hester.
pretty good.
Still at full health, and he will look to hold on to
Nade
Showers
deals some
against
damage.
the threat of a potential flank around with the TP, so Stax will keep him at bay. Razorvine's used as well. They don't want to take any chances. A lot of respect given over to the Sheriffs of Gen.G.
Ooh, a little bit of mosh pit from back from Foxy9 as well on towards Truck. Does force
Oh, we
him
have a
back
flank,
for a
but
second.
the wall
Still
will
a
see him, I
flash
think.
setup.
Oh no.
Bjork just coming back
Oh
in,
no.
onto Lamps.
You are
Some
lucky,
classic
lucky,
shots
lucky
up
boy.
from short with Karen at the back. So T1 just kind of forced to disperse, but they are able to come back in and refill. They've got those rifles. They're looking for the sprays. Meteor does find one. Carpe onto the
That'll be
next and
fine.
in towards the final one. Yeoman just hiding around the edges of the smoke, sussed out by the ghost at the very end.
Yeah, got the half, but the mosh pit is just too much here from Izu. And a good hold. And if you looked at the minimap, just the trade timings here from T1. You have one of your members trapped behind the boxes here, and it's going to be Meteor. There he is, protecting Stax, making sure that he's not caught off guard. He doesn't get
Yeah, a
sneaked
little
through the
fortunate for
box.
Carpe there, but
Eventually that will lead to the round
otherwise
victory.
clear enough.
Only 3 rifle spots, so nothing lost of massive value. Now only 3 points away from the showstopper, getting very close already.
A Texture as well, and so is Karen, as well as Meteor. So a lot of them coming online pretty soon. And also meeting each other force to force. Still though, bit of a high-low setup, and T1 will be able to collapse. That's Texture gone. Karen tries to hold the angle now.
Oh, rough
The
start.
whole
We're
space
taking
is
1v1s. What are we doing? Where's our plan?
Yeah, Gen.G going out 1 by 1, just trying to take the fight.
Generation Glue has come back out.
Will answer with numbers. Stax has escaped. He put pressure on B to make sure that the default had to be held. And Gen.G just like that. It's
That's
a
a shit
save.
round.
Straight off to it.
Bonus
No
round,
other
just
option.
3 1v1s.
It's just T1 now finding this little
Into
approach
save.
into
That's
the
rough.
A site, something that can be repeated hopefully for the future.
That's an actual ranked round.
Gen.G needing to adjust.
And this type of solo play
That
from
is a
Stax,
legit-
we've seen this
the
before.
average
It's
ranked
gotten
round.
countered before.
5-stack
Gen.G
run down
is
short
you have to start to get
into a guy takes a
Have to
1v1
be
loses.
there from T1. Yes,
Second
there are
guy takes a 1v1
variations, but
loses.
the speed, I would
Third
say
guy
the
takes a
tempo
1v1 loses.
Much higher right now from T1 than we've seen at all throughout this kickoff. I'm curious to see if Gen.G has a counter for it.
For now though, still trying to save as T1 starts on a bit of a hunt.
Yo, man. Going to be in trouble. There's the swing out. He will gun them both down, thankfully, but Munchkin gets taken out.
A bit of an even, somewhat of an even trade. Yeoman gets 2 for 1 actually, so his teammate goes down. Well, he's getting closer to that nightfall as
Timeout?
well.
Yeah.
Taking a look, a quick glimpse for the
That was
highlights
horrible.
roll. It is T1 much closer to the ultimates. In fact, as you mentioned, they go in fast, and Gen.G not quite finding the adjustments just yet. But off the bonus round loss, instant timeout called.
And you gotta wonder, something horrible has been going on right now in the comms or the defaults because you had time to talk about what you prepped coming into this
He holds
map.
his
You were the
spoon like
ones
a
riding
goblin.
high with
What do you
emotions.
mean?
I mean, sure, you gotta calm people down, you gotta rest up, go to the bathroom, etc. But
How do you
to
hold?
call a timeout this early?
What are you fucking
perhaps
holding it like a
Solo
pen or
and
something?
HSK,
What,
the
how do
coach
you
of
hold the
Gen.G
spoon?
Identifying the smallest switch ups from T1, identifying the tells for this tempo change coming out from the fast attacks up A short.
What are you on about? Angular? Surely it depends what you're eating, right? Google it. How to hold a spoon. Huh? Oh, this is the pen thing all over again.
Control of this, they get the Otorb as well. It's going to
See,
be a TP play. But right now you have to
yeah, but I hold my pen like that. I don't hold it like that. I hold it in between these fingers. So I hold my spoon like this as well.
They identify the boombot, they hear the Otorb, they're ready for the pinch, but not quite fast enough. The Phantom dropped. Foxy 9, he picks it up.
There are other people that hold a pen like this.
Does not want to give him
In between your ring finger and your middle finger.
Yeah, trying to keep him pinched in. Wow.
There are people. I know there will be some people in here that do. Garopop, thank you. And so I guess I just hold my spoon like I hold my pen.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good read from Gen.G, because surely they don't just try to come back in and always have to have someone watching Foxy 9. But T1's going to do exactly that.
It's just more secure.
Watching the TP the whole time.
You have more
And they
control.
get the read that the site has to be emptied out. They expect us to rotate. A call here coming in from Stacks, reading into Munchkin's mind.
Let me see your handwriting. I bet it's ugly. Yeah, it is.
Up to Foxy 9.
Yeah, I'm not going to deny that, but...
At the ready. Same with a Phantom. No, he switched it out. 2 Phantoms waiting. There's the flash. Buys time. Gets information that he has, in fact, exited the TP. All lies here on Showers. Gen.G's just waiting for the opening shot, and it's not going to happen. Hope dashed. As now the 3 members just look for cheeky kills, but they will not find them. And Charon, Texture, all falls as T1 leads 4-0.
Freaky man's Valorant.
Look, I wonder, I bet at least 10% of people hold the pen like I do.
As much as possible, because they don't want to give up any, out points freely over onto T1, but at the same time, they don't really have the firepower. They don't really have the positioning for
Do you
the
press
best
left
possible
shift with your
angles, and
thumb?
because of that, at some point, sooner rather than later, T1 just decides to go for it. Meteor off with the swing.
What? No, how the fuck
off
would
of
that
his
work?
Contact, and at the same time, Foxy 9 just instantly noted and dealt with. They already knew where he was. So
Left
those
shift?
now alt points all being picked up, and T1 looking to reaggress.
Foxy 9's position is a dangerous one. It's meant to be the peek out for Munchkin, and Foxy 9 swings for the trade. Can they get it? The Steel Garden comes out. He can.
I pressed it with my pinky.
He doesn't find a single target, and Munchkin can't connect onto 2. It's just a 1 for 2. Charon all alone in Lambs.
Right, come on, Charon. Win this. Texture has ult.
Make sure he can dance
Oh no, he's
around.
about to die.
Teammates coming through. A timing. Texture fires the rocket. But it's not going to land. Yo-Man will have to be the one that gets the cleanup. Checking all around. Triple. Meteor pushed in.
Okay, you have info. You have perfect info. Oh,
Meteor
buddy.
going around. He doesn't even
Oh,
need
never
it.
mind.
Stacks
That's shit.
Locked in for map 5.
Meteor swings
How do you
in
press it with your
around.
pinky?
It's just a
What,
setup
left
for a
shift?
bit of a crossfire with
Well, if my...
Stacks on the
Right.
other side.
If I've got
Gen.G
middle
doesn't
finger on W,
expect it whatsoever. Off
ring
with a
finger on A,
attempt at a retake, the showstopper
index finger on S,
but they was just all kind of slowed down and
pinky on
denied,
left
and off
shift,
of that with the
and like my
2-on-2.
thumb is like where space is. What do you mean? That's how a hand works.
A little bit unfortunate for Gen.G, even though they kind of knew where they wanted to look.
Well, that's just a hand. What do you mean? Like draw, like watch.
Now hasn't died a single time. His teammates up to 7 kills. It's 5-0. Gen.G
That's a hand.
And it looks like it's going to be another.
Oh, I meant D, and yeah, not D, not S. Yeah, sorry.
Ult after ult. Here comes the thrash. Texture not going to get detained by just yet, but they know the location. Can he stay alive? Paint shell's coming out. It's just an absolute pinch.
Wow,
on
D1.
Texture. Nobody has vision, but Stacks will find his targets. Foxy 9 seeing
That's
alive,
a
but
destruction.
Stacks
I mean, they're just going A every round.
And Gen.G, they just can't slow down the squad of T1. Charon stabilizes with another kill, finds another headshot, but only damage done. Not what you were looking for.
And that's just Munchkin. He's got the Sheriff 2 points away from the ult, so he's going to try.
You see him making calls.
You get shot, you lose the round.
Paperback, thanks for the 8 months.
It's an FPS game.
Through things. You have to wonder.
L drawing? I didn't say I was good at drawing. I never said that. Also, I'm drawing with a mouse. I bet that I'm better at drawing with a mouse than most of you. I simply must be.
To recoup their mental state to get back in the zone, and they come out firing on all cylinders.
And they really just do it in such a way, such a fashion that
Draw a straight line?
Gen.G cannot reply. Gen.G cannot find a moment to breathe. The round before, Texture bought up on an op, but T1 just going quick onto the A site.
The op now.
Second time.
And returning for Texture.
Oh. And this is when T1 stacks towards B.
It's going to be that read on that econ. See if there's any reaction. You do have the arc rows outside of showers.
Do you hold your mouse between my fingers?
This is that classic setup that
How else do you hold a mouse other than having your index finger on left click, your middle finger on right click? I mean, I know people do hold mouse in a different way, but I would say I have a normal mouse grip. The thumb is on the mouse. The ring finger is on the other side of the mouse.
But neither really getting the goal they wanted.
Yeoman sent out a Prowler down B long as well, and I think it didn't go deep enough, so...
I'm not one of those... You have the middle finger on scroll wheel. No, I'm not one of those people.
Trying to hold and delay them off, but T1 continue forward straight into
That just feels strange.
For Buzz, straight into the site.
Okay, they finally go B. Why are we going B? Maybe because they can't defend that either. Bro, Texture, get that up out your end, son. You're playing against Gecko KO, like... You're playing against Gecko KO Vice. And you're gonna have a bad time.
An extra member, 3v3, Gen.G, the best shot they have to try to get a point on the board. Dizzy out, they start their retake. 2 people already in the back of sight, but he's just been dancing around. Stacks doesn't have to worry about a thing.
What?
Foxy 9 will not be able to finish the job. Stacks puts him back in his place. 7-0. Is there a timeout? No,
There has to be a second timeout. What are we doing?
Gen.G hoping that the players in the server will recover.
I mean, after Munchkin gets 2, how are we fucking losing this? Get a fucking up out your answer.
I'm honestly speechless. I mean, you gotta imagine maybe they...
What a fucking... This would be the ultimate fake comeback. This would be the ultimate fake comeback from Gen.G. God, if they get 13-0'd... If they get 13-0'd last map, that would be so funny.
Judge at hand, but T1 avoided altogether. Straight in with a thrash. Comes back in to recollect. Marching up B long now. Yeoman on the other side.
Oh, Buzz was ready for that as well. Had his crosshairs trained, but won't find his target. Once again, the weaponry not there for Gen.G. Just have Munchkin with the Judge and Charon now with the Guardian in the site. Counter thrash.
How's he live?
Both people detained, but Charon lands his shots. He's still got the Guardian online. He's still on the site. T1, they might have gotten the kills. They will finally clear the site. Texture, he snuck in. He's been spotted, but he's got the Guardian. He lines up.
Man, the movement is insane.
1v2 on the site.
Oh my god, he's giving him a
But he
chance.
sets up the 1v1. But a judge. Not enough health taken away from Carpe. The Gen.G classic pushes him out. Munchkin closes the gap. But what a good reposition! 4K for Carpe, and just no sign of hope from Gen.G.
The crosshair placement.
Bro, they can't do it. They can't do it.
Measure as well, and it pays off.
Oh no, it's over.
Carpe in with that orbital strike towards the end as well.
I mean, Texture. How the fuck did he survive that long and get 2 kills?
Quick to adjust, quick to note that
Unbelievable.
possibly someone might hop up, but even then, down to the very last moment, not enough, as it was just...
Okay, they take their second time out. I mean, 8-0. And this is a team who couldn't even attack last time they played this map. This is a team who literally could not fucking attack. What a fake comeback. They were down on the split. What was it, 9-3? Was it 10-3 at one point? And they rally all the way back. They get it to overtime. We go back and forth in OT and Gen.G scrape ahead and they just about win it. And then they lose 13-0. You pick Sylvan in your fantasy picks? God, that's got to be an all-time bad pick.
Hopefully with a timeout.
Picking Picking Sylvan in your fantasy. That's got to be an all-time worst pick so far.
these are the moments when you start to think like, yeah, set plays, maybe I can go
Benched for no reason.
So now back into its 3-2 split. Texture in towards Showers.
He's gone deeper into it. Razor Vines gets cleared by a teammate, so 2 already noted. 2 people watching Showers, but outside of it, Meteor gives that information. It's an immediate push.
At least you won't get negative points. True. True.
But is it going to be there in
Nice
time?
by T1.
Amazing pop
Again, they're
flash.
just kind of
No kill found. Munchkin
finding the
as
gaps.
long as possible.
Oh!
But no man doesn't spot them. They're in the smoke. They're all ready for it. And T1, they just
I mean,
break
bro,
out,
you're just
and
getting
it's just a
fully
spray
walked
of
up on.
bullets.
Bro,
And
you
the
can
cycle
use
once
util to
again
get
be
info.
theirs.
You're playing Fade, mate.
Forward on their
Did he
warpath.
have? Tell me he had
Do
util.
not relent.
Tell me he had
Do
some
not
util left.
stop. Into the smokes and right out of it. And unfortunate for Yeoman trying to run and gun it down, but it just couldn't quite pay off. And this was off the.
Did he only have a seize? He had nothing. He got nothing left.
Just Karen and Foxy9 left, and they have to turn tail and save.
Oh dear.
Now you just have to figure
Why
out
not
how
find
it
long
goes.
control? It doesn't
It's
matter.
all up to
Give up.
Munchkin.
It's over.
And he's done miraculous
They
things
need to
for
wait
this
for
team
T1 to get to
before, but
11, and then they'll
right
fucking
now, even if you
Avatar
find Razor, if you have enough
open
rounds-
their eyes.
Whoa, Carpe on the hunt. They're so far ahead. They don't even mind. Yeah, Karen
No,
already
they're just
took
running
one.
out like lemmings.
They'll just try to take away whatever weapons it does get
One
shut
by
down.
one.
They're anticlimactic.
They just run into the TP.
9-0. A score unlike anything we've seen before against Gen.G.
3 rounds left.
Oh dear.
Oh my gosh.
That's
What
rough.
a dizzy. The jump out as well, and you know it makes sense. T1, one of the first ones to run the zoo comp here on Bind, and this time they even use Buzz as part of that. Just flies out alongside all of that util. They know how this works. Carpe knows how this works. Coach Autumn and the rest of the staff knows how this works.
Gen.G don't.
Still though, trying to make some slight adjustments. Gen.G now desperate for it. In for texture on that showstopper in towards Bats. Yeoman still on towards B-Long. Trying to gather information.
I mean, Stax is just look at Stax's confidence. He's just fucking walking around the map wherever he wants. Why, like, why is Munchkin starting position there? Again, it's just like, look at how like passive we are.
He's thinking about it. Oh, just too far jumping out.
Okay, they did kill Stax. To be fair to Munchkin, he did kill him. Okay, hold on. You have a chance.
Stabilizes. There's the orbital strike. Meteor takes a little bit of damage.
He's ahead of it.
Down to 21 HP, but
Wow.
he snuck through. They have no idea. Foxy9
Foxy.
starts trembling, and Meteor gets cleaned up by Munchkin.
Okay, Spike's down though.
The spike down on the ground for T1.
But Gen.G are quite low.
Oh man, still holding in case there's a rotation, but this
Come on, give me a 13-0.
It's gonna take so long for him to
Give me a 13-0 or a massive T1 choke. I won't accept anything else. God, if he puts a molly in that corner, Karen's in trouble. But it's Carpe, so he'll save him for fucking...
Check for the brimstone, but he's hiding out in Showers.
Yeoman's now within range of the site, so Sky smokes up. Izu and Carpe.
Izu with a wraparound. Same with Carpe and Yeoman. He senses it, but can he have the timing? He does. He finds him. Izu, a surprise kill. Half done by Karen. He trusts in Yeoman. And finally,
They're on the board.
The teamwork.
Okay, give me a Gen.G comeback. Give me a Gen.G, run it back, OT,
paying off.
win.
Round on the board. It took a really long time and a huge concerted effort.
Is this the new meta now? OT to stay in but getting kinda stomped next game to make it worthless? XD.
Yeah.
In almost like perfect style though. They've got some ultimates to work with. You know, Yeoman on the Nightfall, Texture on the Showstopper. But nonetheless,
So I'm saying we're back? You ain't back, son. You're gonna lose.
Yeah, but just even in that moment, Yeoman doing his best, showcasing the experience he has as a leader on other squads. Down in Challenger saying, we're back. Trying to get the troops rallied, riled up, ready to go.
Oh, T1 though.
This time out of Hookah. One of the most dangerous ways to execute onto the site, but we'll see if it works. The Dizzy, there it is! A quick 180 with the showstopper, and Buzz.
What?!
What in the world is that? Mr. 4K himself gets 4 on the site. Takes time, keeps Stax at bay. There's the Dizzy. Stax hides away from it. Is it a peek out? Foxy9, he gets spotted, and Gen.G Texture!
What?
No longer 4K! Call him the bat of the ace!
Last round in the
The
half.
second one picked up in this entire series, and he's just continuing off. It felt like the entire round was lost for just a second, but all of a sudden, out of nowhere, up in the skies, Texture,
He just sends it
the
to a.
showstopper straight into hookah as everyone tried to hop
He
off.
just what?
Triple kill through and through.
Wow. I mean, oh my gosh, the Predator.
If they get a third, if they get a third, it would
We've
not
never
shock
seen
me
this
if we
happen
run this
before for this
back.
guy. But is that what's needed? He's always been the one to create just the impossible for Gen.G when they are the most down. Sure, sometimes it used to be Meteor, Munchkin buying time, but it was Texture, getting an ace, getting a 4K. That lights that fire.
It does slow down T1's pacing just by a bit, so now trying to create a little bit more pressure across the map while this trio of T1 tries to launch something in towards A main. Still though,
Okay, they punished Stacks for just walking up on his own
Flash is
again.
not quite available now. Nightfall sent through as well from Yeoman.
That only sees
Only
one.
chance
That's
one,
actually
that might be a little
pretty
bit of
bad
misinformation
info
because the
for
rest of
them.
the squad from T1 was
They're gonna
already
stick with 3 on A.
nearby. Arcros set up. It does get popped. Molly at the ready, but here comes the Thrash. Gen.G, can they separate long
The
enough?
Molly
Let's
is
get
good
onto
by
the side.
Karen.
He is aware of the position. Meteor
No, he
takes
needs to
down
live.
Yeoman.
He has to survive.
Karen hiding, takes out Meteor. He still
Good
does
nade by
everything he
Texture,
can
too.
to defend this site. He's blinded, but he'll hold
Oh, that was
on.
their
He'll hold
smokes? No,
true.
I fucking
And the
hate when
backup
teams
has
do these
arrived.
smokes.
4v3, spike not planted yet.
Didn't you have a
Just looking
Gecko
to
ult as well?
truly
What are you doing?
survive or die on this hill as long as his teammates arrive on time, and now they're here. Now they push out. Karen starts
I mean,
it
yeah,
off.
you just
Texture
have no
continues
chance.
to swing and catching on to 2. Ease of the final death. Gen.G will
Okay,
complete the
they
3
got
straight
3 in a
rounds.
row.
We
They
end
salvaged
the
it
first half in
somewhat.
a 9-3.
They have a chance.
You
They
might
need
say
to win
it's
this
old
pistol,
news, you might say it's
but
been
they
left
have
on the
a
ground, but when
chance.
it matters most, one half
Oh
left
no.
to get to Masters Bangkok.
This
Do
would
you
be
believe
the
in
most
the scoreline?
devastating loss of all time if T1 lose this. If T1 lose this, this is the worst loss ever. They were up 2-0 in maps. They were up 10-3 on map 4, 9-3 on map 5. Oh no. They got no timeouts, but this is the thing. This is why you take double timeouts during the first half. Because if T1 win the pistol and they win 13-3 anyway, the game's over. Right? The only way you get back in the game is if you start winning some rounds. You have to be able to win a pistol round and win like the first gun round without a timeout. And then T1 will take timeouts where you can talk again anyway. Right? Oh, here we go. Tiger. Yeah, where's General Gen.G when we need him? Where's the Tigers? I need him to be flaming T1.
Get the eyes of these players right now. It's not just, you know, fatigue.
Ooh. Don't worry, son. You won't need to do anything. I'd be worried about texture.
So many passes.
What are we waiting for? We got a tech pause?
Trying his best. He's all.
I mean, they must be a bit tired, to be fair. I mean, what? They've been playing for 4.5 hours. It's a marathon game. I think that this means DRX should win whoever wins this, because they'll just be it'll be like Nongshim. Whoever wins this will just be fucking emotionally spent. I think DRX should have a pretty easy path to winning. Look like me when I woke up. Just it looks knackered.
His team, just when it looks like everything was lost. Still though,
This must be a tech pause. Yeah, it must be. What are we waiting for? Come on. So that by that logic, after Sen's long game, G2 are going to 13-0 them every map. But Sen's game wasn't that long. It had one extremely long map. But what were the other scores? Like 13-5, 13-7, 13-6 or something? Like the other maps were pretty quick. Okay, we're in.
Gen.G's attack.
We are in.
Wake up, everybody, because it's only going to happen once. As we get ready to find out who the second team from VCT Pacific will be to go to Masters Bangkok.
that's absolutely right. Shobra, Gen.G is starting things off with 3 sheriffs in their arsenal. With a toxic screen at an angle down into the A site. They hold. T1's pushing out.
They're waiting for it, but Foxy Knight, he doesn't have an escape. He has to at least get one
Okay,
kill.
he gets
will,
one.
And it will be
Gets one and gets the info. At least.
T1 suddenly not feeling confident about pushing out. You have no idea where the remaining members have been.
Continuing to hold now. Still Carpe jiggling inside of Hookah. They don't have too much information out of B long. So just kind of giving up that space to Gen.G. But at the same time, marking the angle still at long range. Izu.
Yeah, and Gen.G, they think with the silence that T1 would bite onto a rotate. And T1 had considered it, but Stacks is back, but it's a clean shot from Texture.
Big shot. Now, there is still 2 players here, so there is still some danger. But if you're Gen.G, I think you just wait out this smoke.
He decides to regroup. And still 45 seconds left on the clock. Gen.G says we'll play time.
Yeah, pops the smoke. Gen.G plays around it. Texture, he
Come
allows
back
himself
and clear
to get
Hookah.
noted by that 0 point. The rest of
This is
his team,
crazy
though,
when you know the
Carpe,
texture. You know the texture is there, bro.
goes down.
Why not
Now
either
Stacks
call for
all
help?
alone, and
Bro,
Gen.G,
you
no matter
ain't
where
out
they go,
aiming
they'll
him.
have an absolute
I don't care if you were good at Overwatch.
Stacks has to do the impossible.
This ain't 2015. The
Hawk
Overwatch
comes
League
out
is
right
dead.
into the tube. He's been spotted, marked, down to 1 HP, and down to 1 member of T1.
Still able to get away with at least one. But
Spike
now
planted.
down to this last player, Meteor. I mean, you're going to have to do so much.
When he's done it before, but with just a ghost, no sheriff in hand. See what he can do. Smoke comes out again. Nobody's watching it though.
Wow.
Nobody's been seeing. They now turn their heads, all just waiting for the tap. Nobody showing an absolute inch of their location, and there's just too much. There's just too much to cover. Meteor knows it. He has to start going for it. They hear the
Okay,
footsteps.
big win for
And
Gen.G. They needed that.
start
They needed that.
4 rounds on the board.
Yeah, not even trying to let the
You
opportunity
have a
slip
chance.
by. He's not going to try to track for the headshot. Just fire 4 shots through and through, and we'll get whatever we can. And that Stacks going down. Thanks to Foxy9 being able
That's
to
a
collect
crazy
onto the
shot.
first. Thanks to Texture now, once again online with the Sheriff, being able to collect onto these nasty shots. Gen.G truly looking for to complete this
Okay.
opportunity. all the way
Don't
back
throw.
up.
Don't throw the second round,
Two
Gen.G.
Bulldogs
And then
guard
maybe
and
we'll have a game.
Marshall.
I'm surprised. This is a bit of a passive buy. I'm a bit surprised they haven't gone more aggro here, because you kind of need to win this bonus. I mean, you don't need to, but obviously winning the bonus and you're right back in the game.
Bit of a Marshall from Munchkin as well to lock out the angle in towards Baths. Gonna have to be careful with the approach though. Meteor on the other end. It is just a classic though.
Yeah, but that Marshall, if you give it over to Meteor, oh, might have gotten that quick sight. So Meteor will just hold a close angle. So T1 just all looking, just fishing for 1 kill, maybe 2 at close range. Munchkin steps away. Buzz, that smoke will run out eventually. And the Vice gets taken down, and that should be the signal. But do they recognize the trouble? So many players have been sitting here. This time Buzz trying to sneak into the smoke at first. But Munchkin still inching forward. The timing has to be right. There's the Prowler, a close check. Buzz gets 1, but that's going to be it.
Okay.
Just a complete
They're
pinch,
fine.
a safe check
They win.
from Gen.G.
We're good.
And Wingman will go in and plant the spike.
Thanks to that, most players still able to watch for further angles.
This week's patch will be fine. There's going to be a lot to talk about. A lot to talk. A lot of good games. A lot of strange games.
And not to give Gen.G too much. They have an advantage, and they don't want to throw it away.
Gen.G, Munchkin, seeing if he can get a couple more kills. Just a Marshall. So he'll prefer perhaps a little bit more of the creds, a little bit more of the old points, as he's already got 3 on the board. He has time, but it's a nice little crossfire. If he does get even one, would be impressive. He gets both! What in the world?
Why not give it to Texture though? I guess because he had full
Just on a
shields.
swivel.
He went in,
He had regen shields.
crouched, flicked to get the first, and also doubled back.
Just, and sure, it's an eco for T1, but it's things like this. Yeah, it's things like this that suddenly make your opponent look like giants.
All right. T1,
Giants?
they've got a chance at
Is that a
stopping this now. If not,
is that a
Gen.G
flame on
first
Giant
bonus.
X?
That's gonna be a huge confidence boost.
Yeah, but they've got the firepower to do it. 5 rifles. Sure, not all Phantoms or Vandals, but it might be enough. Shot onto the wall, see if Buzz was up top on top of the truck.
Meanwhile, Gen.G slow and steady, yet trying to retrieve as much information as possible. T1 looking to do the same. Nothing noted outside of Bats as the Prowler comes in to check Hookah. Meteor as well as Izu alerted.
Shearwall's still here on B main, right outside of Octagon as well. So Gen.G, if they want this to be valuable, they'll have to.
So they
work
keep
the map
doing this
a
Viper
bit
wall across like
more.
this.
Some pings
So
that
they kind of
will
more
pull
standard
over
style.
stacks just in case.
Well, that 0 point's going to come up at some point. There it is.
Gonna do an egg,
Might
eh?
be able to use that
The
for
rotator's
further
coming in though.
information, possibly to confirm that B
This sees
is
no one. Oh, they doubt
clear.
it though.
Let's think back to it though, and this is when Gen.G rotates into the A side.
Thing is, I think if they were gonna hit, they would wait for KO Knife, and they would have hit by now. So yeah, he's
just
rotating back.
laser focused on the one
But he's
angle.
gonna be a
They start
little
hear
too
the
slow to
advances.
get there.
Buzz just does not want anything else than the one target, but he gets chipped. 61 HP. Now they're trapped in showers. It's just an absolute pinch. Carpe opens out an exit. Back
Oh, that
onto the
smoke's
side
gonna
they go.
save them.
There's the C's. Buzz, he's been decayed, but he will survive. Nobody spraying through just yet. Foxy 9 wants the spike. He needs to pick it up.
Time.
And hopped on over. Running out of time.
Time.
Karen has to go at some point. Buzz,
Time.
Carpe, they're still locked in. Up around the sides. Karen initiates. But still, Foxy 9 going through for other trades. Stacks finds one right back.
they
Pop
just got
flash
it down.
But the spike goes down anyway. A dizzy sent over from Izu. They shoot it down. But Meteor comes up and initiates off of the fights. T1.
Jack, I mean, this first kill here is massive. Jack Knowles with 2 New Zealand. How much is a New Zealand dollar? I know how much an Australian dollar is. Can we give the lower Apex spot to Liquid instead? How much is a New Zealand dollar worth compared to Australian dollars?
We can give the plant. We're gonna fight with numbers.
About
Take the
90
shots
cents
you
of an
can,
Aussie dollar.
but do
Wow, it's
not
worth even less
overextend.
than
Discipline
the
coming
dollar he
in,
dues.
And Stacks opening things up for his team.
Such a champ. I mean, maybe the read not entirely there, but he did have an inkling as to what might have happened on the A side.
Yeah,
as
that
to
first
what
kill
would
is
have happened on the A side, and that's why
very important.
we're
Hello,
getting reactions as
Boglin.
Well, now different toxic screen from Gen.G into where
Let's go at the half.
Just
9-5.
a traditional one to lurk onto A short, trying to tie somebody up on the A site. But if you want this to have value, you gotta work the teleporter on the sides of the map. And right now, T1 has full control. Meanwhile, Stacks only 1 away from that null command as well.
That's right. Izu, thanks to this toxic screen, he's keeping up the pressure towards B-Long, continuing to jiggle a little bit in here and there, not spotting anything.
KNF sees nothing here again.
Now and then
They think about rotating, they stay for a bit, and then eventually he'll rotate.
Towards showers, Carpe jiggling for info as well.
It's just a full-out send here from Gen.G. They've waited.
Ooh, Carpe.
They're just trying to bait that out. A timing miss here. Carpe barely getting out with his life, so Lamps has to be given over. Showers, Buzz, all alone. He gets regrouped with Carpe, but they're both going to be a little bit weaker. Carpe gets taken down. Buzz reclaims that position. He knows there's too many, but he just has nowhere to go. 2 people waiting for him.
Okay, I mean, this is a must-win round for Gen.G, so
Then the opponent suspect. That's one
unless
member
Meteor
down.
can go
Trying to
crazy.
create a crack in the armor here. The pop flash, it doesn't
Okay, they
hit, but
do
it's
get
still going to
Meteor,
lead
so
to
it's
the
a
kill.
still
Karon good for a
3v2.
trade.
We have KO ult, but I don't think you can use it here.
Stacks down to 46 HP.
He's up around the sides, goes in for the defuse, at least tries to stick it halfway, but Gen.G pushes up Yeoman and Karen.
One of the best flashes from Stacks in that round, and Gen.G win, and now the money isn't great for T1.
I mean,
Maybe a timeout T1.
Many ways to slice this pie. They knew that this is where Carp and Buzz would play. That's why Texture hops up onto this box.
Yeah, I love that they recognize what happened in that previous
The
round.
little
They
double
still go for a
showers.
pinch, but
Nice.
This time make sure that they can't just sit around on the site, try to deny the spike plan.
So it's a little adaptation there of before it was just Karen in showers. But when you're on your own, you maybe don't feel confident enough to actually fully scale up. Having two people there, if they ended in that same situation, they'd be fine. We are going to save here for T1.
When will they discover it? Creeping up for now. Spots Meteor!
Wow.
Well, they don't need to find it anymore. It's right there, laid bare, not active.
The wall will go up, so they are on their own somewhat here.
Sheriff in hand.
But
they know Buzz has been in showers.
don't have their guns.
Munchkin has the map downloaded. He knows the positions of T1. The eco round. Sheriff not gonna do the job. Munchkin even waiting for the flank. I mean, everything read through.
Oh.
He gets one kill, but
ideally want Munchkin to get this kill, but he's very far away. But coming into the next gun round, ult's online.
Future rounds, he's still gonna go and hunt for whatever he could find.
T1, bro. There must be a timer after this one.
yeah, but after that,
You gonna save the
much time
gun?
passes with 43 HP, goes for the save. Would rather build up a little bit of that economy.
What a terrible idea.
Free Phantom, and I have to wonder if T1's gonna call a timeout right now, because this round, the previous round, just goes to show that Gen.G has the read. Gen.G actually didn't have almost any information, but just off of Stacks' 0 point onto Hookah, they know that it's always been 0 point, potential rotate. If we wait long enough, they go back to B, the rotation's late. And then they wait also for the hit onto Lamps as well.
Yeah, that's that hit
Timeout.
that really sets things off as well. Just being
The problem with
able
taking a timeout
to
now
go
is that you give
constantly now
Gen.G the
against
chance to...
T1.
They have 3 massive ults. You give them a chance to like formulate exactly what plan they want to do with those 3 ults.
An eco round as well here from Gen.G. Munchkin trying to bring up the confidence again.
So yeah,
Only
they don't
3
use it.
rounds
Now you
apart.
do have a raise. You have your KO ult to
Comes
cancel the
online
raise ult.
for
So if you're
Buzz.
Gen.G, I think you just want to find where that
That's
KO
the
knife
time
is and just run to
Gen.G
the other side.
Now considering shifting their weight towards the B side of the map.
Avoiding that
And if you're Stacks, you
operator.
kind of want to
At
hide
the
yourself
same
almost.
time,
So he
as
knifes
Alvaro
this,
picks up
and
the
that's a knife in a
push,
position where, I mean, he's
avoiding
rotated straight away. So I like quite like that by Stacks.
They're not really pushing their
But
weight
will
either
Gen.G
way
not get
just
baited
yet.
by it?
In case there is a bit of a peek
Throw
out
your
into
knife
T1.
and then run to the other
Nothing
side.
so far, a bit of a sky smoke off of a timing. Gen.G thinks that it might be a slight opening.
It does look like Gen.G eventually still just want to go through a short. I think they've just accepted the fact that Buzz probably is in showers and he can have that space, but do they expect him to push all the way out? If you're going to go for something like a thrash pinch onto showers, you might not even find him because he's so far out.
And he's then able
Okay,
to
but
double
Stacks
back
isn't
and
here.
hold the angle from showers into sight. Nightfall
But
sent
sees
through,
no
Buzz
one.
continuing to kind of hold
That
his
seeing no
spot,
one
maybe pushing further to
probably
set up a bit of a
will
flank.
make them think
T1
someone must be
arriving on the
shower.
site. Texture pulls out the showstopper. He's looking for Buzz.
So yeah, they were a little late there. That's a bad use of the ult by Texture. By this point, you must know that.
Does he catch sight? He doesn't quite, but the sheer wall should have been tripped, and there's Texture swings out.
I mean,
Doesn't
that's
give
a
Buzz
round
an
winner
absolute
right there.
chance at all to fight. Orbital strike has been used to clear out Lamps, but Texture still
Damn
holding
Texture.
showers. That's
He's just
created
gonna win it
an
on his own.
opportunity
Never
for
mind.
Gen.G. T1, they try to answer back, but there's so much post-plant. In fact, using it now as a delay. Stacks holding close. He's the one who has to get the kill. They know he's close because of that 0 point. He's given himself away, and Yeoman confidently takes his
gonna save.
shots. That should be the round. No chance to sit on the defuse. Gen.G now up to 8. Operator dropped. Economy broken. T1, they need to find a solution.
Okay,
This
now
might
you
be
have to take a
then the
timeout.
moment
They
that
did
they
use their
call
ults,
that
so it's not a
timeout.
complete
Gen.G,
disaster, but
off of round wins like these, they put
You're in
themselves
trouble.
within range of tying up the score against T1.
you are in a lot of
Now,
trouble.
what a play and how they're able to suss out Buzz's position, not
Bro, T1.
allowing him to even re-scope back in. I mean, Buzz kind of, Texture kind of.
You can't lose this game. It was 9-0. It was 9-0. It was a 2-0. They were 10-3 up. They were 9-0 up. They just needed to win either map. This would be a generational choke. T1 after this need to put a fucking choking hazard on the sign on their jersey. If they lose this.
Stacks hasn't been.
Man City just scored from the halfway line. Who are they playing? Who Man City playing in the FA Cup? Orient.
Come this far now, 10-8. There are still 2 rounds ahead. Economy not great, as you mentioned. And T1 looking to tie things up. I mean, tie up the loose ends. 3 stack on the A site.
You do have Steel Garden. You can make the fight even, and you have a showstopper. There is a chance for T1 to make the 5v fight their advantage.
2 people in spawn, never great.
Get in position for it. No information found just yet. 0 points still being held by Stacks. Waiting. He'll throw it out off the paint shells, but they have to give up the site, and that's a
He
quick
rips it, but
entry
it's a
here
bit
from
late.
Gen.G. Oh no, they cross paths. They don't know about Buzz. The showstopper only finds one, and he immediately gets gunned down. The least of their
And
worries
Nitsu
here on the
dies.
side of Gen.G is they take out the member in hookah. Wingman goes out to clear out the smoke, pushes T1 back, but they will not be moved. They will hold
Wow.
on to the
Wow.
sides. Carpe, a 3K, and brings T1 one
A
round
thrifty.
closer.
A much needed thrifty. The smoke's here with the
That's really
delay.
close, if you ask me. I thought it was kind of gone when Izu fell. I mean, he was holding inside a hookah.
Yeah, when Izu fell, it was they were in trouble, but
not
just
too many
Carpe
guns with
holding
T1,
down the
but
back
Carpe
side.
picks one up, and off of that, spins around and finds the third. Put in at the last moment, but Carpe still able to deliver.
And that's what he's always provided for T1.
Now
No
you've
matter
got
what the other games
a
were
big
like,
ult.
No matter what the team
Buzz
was
has
like,
up again.
when they needed it,
I mean, they're just
it's the
ignoring
clutches,
Shower
It's
Gen.G.
these multi-kills. It's the anchor down on the site. Now an operator afforded again for Buzz. Gen.G trying to change the tempo, trying to get ahead of things.
Trying to get ahead in towards B, long, garden, a little bit of hookah as well, but now just noting out and selling early information. That 0 point, that was intentional.
Yeah, Texture gets hit. Says the duelist is over by the B side. T1, what's your call? They'll hold for the time being, but a
Oh, they're
lot
gonna
of
come
time
into
has
shower.
passed.
We've seen this a lot. Buzz, he's still holding. If Gen.G does decide to push in showers now, that could be someone biting the dust.
Yeah, and the shear wall over by A short as well, so the pinch won't be perfect. They're getting closer. Surely some util.
Prowler.
There's the Prowler, waits for it, shot fired. Boombot trying to delay. Gives him an opportunity, another peek out!
Wow,
Right before
Buzz,
the
really
wingman.
good.
No man down, no more fade, no more info. Buzz, does he go for another? He waits, he goes, takes the shot. It's a whiff, but the shorty in hand. There's the peek out. Steel
Oh,
Garden
he
now
went too
forces
early.
Gen.G out of this fight. Spike still in hand, but only 25 seconds.
They're running the other
Teammates are
way.
over by B, but can
They're
they
cooked,
even
surely.
get in?
Karen wins it.
Stabilizes, but the spike, can it get there? They have to take the long way around. Foxy9 sprinting, but I don't think he's going to make it. It's just too far. They take the safety.
Wingman?
10 seconds counting down.
It's going to be down to the wire.
You have to land on the site. The
It's over.
spike is dropped, and so are the hopes of Gen.G.
He didn't have wingman
as
either, did he?
T1 reaches match point.
That might have been it. I can't tell you, Chobra.
Match point.
Going the long way around, that has to hurt. Karen even threw down a molly just to buy more time for his team before T1 arrives on the site. Buzz, the way that he was able to recollect, reaggress, re-peek in towards these paths angles truly shuts things down and deletes players away from Gen.G's roster. And there we stand. Match point 12-8.
T1, 4
We're
chances
still
to do it.
online. Same spot.
Just one more round win for T1. Prowler being denied a little bit by that 0 point. Yo, man, can't follow up on it.
So
Sherwood
Buzz
wants to
again with
set
shower
up.
op.
And Gen.G
They're going to be
have
very
never
wary
really
that this is where
tried
the
this
op
one. They've
is.
only taken out Meteor once. But it's going to be a 5-stack onto B. Gen.G just going to play on a timing. No info on the other side of the map. All in onto this side. Carpe spots him, has to duck out. Smoke up, trying to anchor down on the site. Jumping out of this window is going to be so dicey. They do have the pit. And it's going to be used right above, all the way into the site. There's the show.
How was that not killed him?
Carpe ducks right under it. How does he stay alive?
And his pit's down.
He's still alive in elbow. Keeps things alive. Karen
But
answering back. It all comes down to this spike planted. One reach.
oh, Yeoman!
Loses Carpe. Loses control of elbow. Buzz running.
Retaking with an all.
To provide assistance. Foxy9 is waiting for him. Buzz has to get the shot. Meteor trying to get ahead of it. He gets it. No! Foxy9's ready for it.
Oh, big hero plays coming out from Gen.G. I mean, they got unlucky that Razor didn't get a kill. That felt a bit BS, but...
And this should be another round for Gen.G. Another chance to remain in the running.
And, I mean, they could buy an op, but I'm not sure if they will.
So incredibly close, but they make it to the finishing line. Straight in with a showstopper. Incredible decision-making from Carpe. Quick-witted as he pushes further up front, running and gunning.
Tiger, 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 I believe.
That's what we need. We need the Tigers.
Thanks to the orbital strike, it just buys further time and spacing away. Thanks to that, the spike was able to go down.
Oh, they're on an eco. They eco it.
A bit of a half buy out from T1.
Why are we ecoing?
Possible 10th for Gen.G. Munchkin.
Why are we ecoing?
Yeah, but there's some on the other side. There's that Thrash and the Outlaw as well, so a big combo.
I mean, I guess a couple of them
gone by. The
by.
hard choice of do we try to use it when we have the chance to just secure the win, or do we wait for the full stack? Buzz spotted. She was a bit too wide. And that Shower's now somewhat in control of Gen.G. They hold TP control around the map.
And again, selling fake info with that 0 point. Gen.G slowly creeping back up into A short, where it's just Meteor.
Yeah, but they push out this time. T1, they'll push out Avuka. They don't want to be trapped with false information. Izu going for the check. Texture, he gets one. He suspects
Did he
another.
suspect the second guy? Will he just check this corner?
I don't think you expected. The movement was good, but Texture's got a phantom. Meanwhile, the execute begins. Foxy9, yet another kill on the board. Spike, they go for the tap. They wait for a reaction. Wingman sent out for safety. Munchkin lands the shorty. Now
okay, they have a Gecko ult.
As Gen.G gets a flawless.
And a flawless to give themselves, just everything that they can afford. Every possible piece of weaponry or utility to close in and tie up the score for the overtime. T1, they go in for these plays again and again where Texture just goes in and sells that fake.
Texture gets an op. I mean,
so now stacks
I like it. They could also just drop a rifle. Buzz has an op as well.
That's their answer. This time for Buzz. It's a face-off. Buzz is already in position. And Texture, can you land it, Buzz? Flicks right onto his arm. The raise down,
massive kill.
The investment gone, and control of
and
the
Munchkin
map
is calling
just
them back to the op.
diminished.
He thinks Buzz is moving, but Buzz hasn't moved at all.
Sure, that could be a thrash
They
or a
might
thrash, but you gotta
Gecko
imagine
ult
this is
him.
just advantage on top of advantage for T1. Buzz still has the angle locked down. Munchkin, think twice.
This has to be a Gecko ult, surely.
You have to just use the movement. You have to send it. You have to chase him out. You have to land the detain. Doesn't quite chase up. He dodges it. He's got the op back out. Pinchos to delay. His teammates have arrived. Gen.G, you still have 50 seconds. They need to stay calm and cool as T1 now waiting just a couple kills away. The ults go out.
Foxy 1v3.
To Foxy9 all alone.
GG.
And he goes down.
As the stream is dying.
T1 enter their first ever grand finals.
Well, it was almost a generational choke.
At the same time, they have punched their way.
Let's go. Faker is winning Bangkok.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. What a game.
What a fucking fake comeback, man. Holy time waster Skeng and me, bro. Fuck y'all.
I mean, we now will apparently see the Group 1 stage draw. I mean, they'll do an interview with T1, I think. Which is fair enough, but... yeah, we'll stay around for the group draw, because I'm interested in that. I can start planning my fantasy picks. I can start cooking the numbers so I can get a good team and trick everyone.
Okay, time to play some Civ 7 before EMEA.
Is Civ 7 any good, Roses and Twigs? Should I get it now, or should I wait for, you know, the mega DLC? And when I say get it now, I mean, you know, it's mid. Chobra final match. I mean, I'm hoping that they will reconsider their terrible decision. What I don't understand is, like, are they only going to have 2 casting pairs for the whole of Pacific? That seems kind of strange, no? They're bringing a metacast? God, imagine. Imagine I did that rant on Pledger and it was me coming in. Okay. I mean, T1, you know what they're going to say. I'm not really that interested, to be honest. I'm more interested in watching these Sen MIBR rounds again.
Sentinels, they've sold it. They could sell ice to an Inuit. MIBR have gotten away with it. They're delayed by this wall, though. It's 7 seconds. That's not a small amount of time. And stop guards about the Teho you get. Ask to make it a 1-for-1 be in this post. Against it's the might be critical here.
Right. Where does Sen start in this round? Well, it's just a fast B exec. It's a poor example, but
Truly on the tag. To fight it. Oh my god, Ospas just past the salvo. So he knows he disrespect his dash against the prep here of this information gathering. You heavy descent who are digging.
I mean, so again, like this, right?
As well as that art hold.
They literally walk all the way up. John's watching nothing.
Util from their initiators just to try and stabilize at this moment because there's been that heavy MIBR pressure towards a main. Oh, this timing. Ships in the night.
Look, we literally just imagine them doing that. How crazy is that? And again, Sen managed to win the round because of a hero play. Zelsis goes hero mode for them, and they win. I'm only interested in their defense, really.
Listen, this is worked out. Situated, but in the past, and the into the helm of where Zach to clear out any. Going to reveal the Razor Vine, so they are able to break one of those for free. That's fantastic. Zelsis is trying though to flip the script here and play. Smokes now to elapse.
Again, like this fucking wall in sewer.
There might be other intending on getting this early space on B, where Zach to clear out any of the close angles and. Wow, great connect one of those for free. That's fantastic.
I mean, look at the map, man.
Is trying though to flip the script here. Spot. The Vice util is gone. Trying to clear.
We just have no info.
I mean, they have given up a lot of the map here.
Jack Knowles with a gifted thinker. Thank you, Jack Knowles.
All right, that fragment clearly not bothering Zelsis. That's one. Getting amongst the smokes here.
And Jack L became a member because of it.
Looking dangerous. It's only second that's over by Halls, and he finds his one. All right, that fragment to fight. Here come the players from Link.
And so again, I mean, look, they just have no idea. They're getting split on. They don't even know.
Getting amongst the smokes here. Goes a little bit low, shorty out, and Nos was able to dig him from that position. Aspas onto the site now. Looking dangerous. It's only Zekin that's over by Halls, and he finds his one. And it means everything. Jen, I'm not really sure where to shoot right now. Bang's able to get involved, and it's just down in fire.
10 seconds left.
And then he didn't play through his win cons. Fuck me.
Leaning into this, different from.
How many rounds do I want this video to be fair?
The first couple years of Valorant. Of Zars for their teams to
Sure, a couple finger by finger.
Jump peeking there.
I mean, look at them on A, man. Look at them.
5 rifles for them.
Sheer wall does get tripped. Some A main presence here, but
They both get
no
suppressed anyway.
real commitment just yet. Zekin is waiting though. He hears this. The siege comes in. Zekin
And then like Zekin goes hero mode. Wins them the round. It's like every round was like this, man. It was unbelievable. It was an unbelievable watch.
Onto the player D, completely flipped again.
Another chance just to string 2 together. Zekin. That's uncharacteristic.
We're trying to rotate quickly.
That salvo.
Oh, that was dangerous for Bang. Aspas had the angle, but with the shot.
Yeah, but now I think he knows Aspas is up in that box, so won't chance it again.
Definitely expect that to go. Great passive info to the rest of the team. Someone from MIBR could be flanking there, but they are all ready to
Connect on him, and no one. Nosma steps up, gives it
I mean, time was MIBR's biggest enemy.
Getting some spray here. Party at some point. Zelsa's Rastra util. Nosma though is able to. No, he doesn't stick it. Okay, there still needs to be a party at some point. Zelsa's now activates, spraying it down.
Again, just Zelsa's hero mode. I mean, it's unbelievable, man. It is unbelievable. What's this round 30?
How have they done it? Oh, this stall. Util.
And again, MIBR OT round.
I want to see, what was the Aspas round?
Perfect.
It was 18-17, right?
Series keeps going. This is all of this coming back. They keep
About this mid door setup. Really, at that. Second might.
watching this.
Again, they lose all control in mid.
Has to hit onto Zelsis if they're going that way.
Is throwing this as to where they want to rotate.
Oh, the Vice Utilo's moved though. The shock dart doesn't pick it up, and that can now be deployed. Yes, this buys a bunch of time for Sentinels. Zelsis looking healthy enough now, and there's John comes in after the round, and he's not done yet. Time left, and this surely has to seal it with Nozma falling.
Spike down.
Shenom has to pull.
Team John
Get me to the last bus round.
out of the corner.
So that's the attacking round they won. They finally won an attacking
An
round.
organization that hasn't found success of Brazil.
Nothing free this round for Shenom.
And then again, we've just got Narrator sitting in sewers.
Held his ground, but he falls.
Why is Zekin fighting on his own?
Sentinels
Whilst Narrator's sitting in
takes
sewers.
direction.
Oh wow, that's so intelligent from Bang with the recall smoke, so he can path for the rotate.
Yeah,
But
it's cool.
Shenom aware he's gotten all of this space.
Look at this, the pitter patter little feet.
Oh, does he go for this? This timing window is insane.
It's unreal, he's going to get one at least. Surely no! Fate smiles on the Sentinels, but Shenom's able to find Zelsis as
I mean,
he attempts
again,
to get
like,
to the B side.
Turns off the
unbelievable.
utility that was in the site as well. 4 versus 3. Can this be?
Running out of time at MIBR, but they to Masters to take his Artesian.
10 on point gets a ton of information for MIBR. Is certainly going to slow Sin down at least a bit. Success, flash, classic, and kickoff.
Then close to the formation from MIBR. No default.
The stealth drone is going to push Aspas back. Again, here is that play we've seen multiple times. Double initiative
The Aspas one is the next one, right?
to close this game.
Right, let's take a look at this one.
What is this? A lot of
Again,
tries.
Zekin just being aggro on his own, pretty much.
Nothing left but that pure grit and determination. Will to win.
Narrate sitting in spawn.
Once again, in MIBR, like you said.
Narrate
advantage
literally
point
in
here.
spawn.
We've seen this from them before, that early drone to try and insert
40 seconds into
someone
the round,
deep
Narrate
over
in
towards
spawn,
the late
completely
first
give up
phase.
mid.
Cortezia is getting active.
Tezia
on.
walks in mid again.
They're able to get a player down Art. That's going to be checked though. I think John re-clears that with a stealth drone.
Right, use the
There's also
Prowler
gonna
in
be a
spawn.
Prowler that threatens to confirm the position of Cortezia, but he's stuck here. He's going to go for water.
These
Zelsis throws the one about to get busy. Razorvine disregarded. Enemies ignored. Smoke pushed into. Let's send him the picks.
Cortezia could hit a shot. I mean, they would have won this game easy.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Get him out of there!
Just barely half of his HP ripped away. Finally, the site anchors dealt with for MIBR. They've gotten the util out of Zelsis. They finally get the spike down.
MIBR are on the precipice here of staying alive in this series. Cortesia strikes back with a vengeance. Narrate! Somehow the second have to get onto this side. Don't ask me how
This is an
it
unbelievable decision. What is Aspas thinking? Like, genuinely, what is he thinking? How isn't someone telling him, no, you can't do that?
God knows where right
Cortesia's
now.
alone! Aspas, what are you doing? You're too late! It's all gone wrong for MIBR!
What a terrible decision. Do we have the group draws? No.
And I come up with his agent.
Did they ask why Carpe was playing?
Perfectly comfortable with like the agent comps. I don't think there is going to be any different surprises coming along the way. All right, you are up against DRX tomorrow, so we'll let you go early. Congratulations again for going to Masters and making it to the grand finals. T1 너무 축하드립니다. 네. And now we're gonna have the drawing ceremony coming up, so don't go anywhere.
Okay, T1 versus DRX. T1 go to... I mean, Gen.G, what are they doing? I have never seen a team be able to turn on and off so much, being awful and then being good.
Torres getting ready to handle some little blue balls for the live draw. So what's the match?
Oh, fantastic.
Spectacular.
I think you're blessed, Quack. I don't know why, but every time there's a Quack on the cast, there's an absolute banger in the server, mate. Like, you know, Ascension Jakarta, RRQ game, and now this one. What's your secret? What did you have for breakfast this morning?
I have good co-casters.
Co-casters,
Especially
okay.
Chobra, who really knocked
Oh,
it out of the park for
Sentinels.
this one, but I mean,
You mean the
truly,
team with Second
I gotta
Fight,
have good times. Did you feel
Zalsasi,
nervous at
Jumpy
any point?
John T,
At every
Bashful
single point in
Bang,
time.
and
I mean,
Nervous
I predicted
Narrate.
2-1. I wanted them to win, but I can't lie. A part of me was really rooting for this Gen.G comeback. They started to make it happen in that second half, but not quite.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they just started so slow in so many games this tournament. It's very frustrating to watch, but you can really
Oh
see
dear.
that when they bring
What
that
a
fire
sad
and
end
get
for
themselves
Gen.G.
warmed up, they are formidable
The
team.
ultimate fake
Their
comeback.
attacking side
The
was
big.
the
That's
most
probably
made
the biggest fake
happen,
comeback
but
ever, I
there were
think.
A couple of key slip-ups, and unfortunately, when you dig yourself such a deep hole, it
Tough.
takes
Tough for Gen.G. How to hold the spoon. They didn't do the Americas draw, did they? Yesterday after I'd gone. Did they? What was the nickname for Bang and Narrate when they were playing passive? Scared Steven and Passive Paul. I know they're not called Paul and Steven, but it was in my late night haze that I just called them that. To be fair to Narrate, I don't even think it was his fault. Because he was often being tasked with holding mid, but was just on his own the whole... And I understand, like, it was obviously part of their game plan to give up mid. But particularly in regulation, it wasn't working. So what are you doing? Can I rate your song in general? Right, Stump Stunk. You got one chance at this. You got one chance. What is it called? Where is it? Is this you glued to the screen?
It's all boiled down to this. Masters Bangkok, we can't miss. Sticky plays, hearts aflame, we're glued, locked into the game. Made in Brazil, they're on the rise. Beat Glue 9, Evil Glue, no surprise. Leviathan stuck in the past. MIBR's climbing fast, built to last. Sentinels thrashed 100 glue sticks. Loud got muted with clean sharp tricks, but G2's grip was way too strong. Lower bracket, but they still belong. Glue sniffing kids lost in the hype. Sticky fingers can't hold the fight. MIBR, Sen, side by side, clashing hard with with region pride. We're glued to the screen, can't look away. Bangkok, dreams one shot today. MIBR's fire, Sentinels might. Who'll break the glue? Win the fight.
Who'll break the glue?
Glue it tight. Hold on strong. Win the fight. Stick it, click it, play insane. Break the mold, erase the pain. Sideshow's bold head shining bright. Tory takes, yeah, maybe you're right. But Sen's locked in, never stray. Tens with the flicks, clearing the way. MIBR's mission, redemption clear. Brazil's pride, they're shifting gear. Glue stained past, but that's old news. This time, they refuse to lose. Sentinels grit, MIBR's flame. Two giants glued into the game. History's written with every round. Who'll stick the landing, wear the crown. We're glued to the screen, can't look away. Bangkok, dreams one shot today. MIBR's fire, Sentinels might. Who'll break the glue? Win the fight.
Who'll break the glue?
Win the fight. Sticky plays, hearts racing fast. Legends made, shadows cast. From glue to glory, loud and clear. This is their game, this is their year.
Okay, it was pretty good, to be fair. I'll give you that. Glued to the screen, pretty good. That was pretty good. What's the next map? Bro, I'm just waiting for this draw.
Hey, the reason why I gave him his flowers there is just the fact.
From glue to glory is a fire slogan for Masters. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is. So there it is. T1 Gen.G. I'm a little disappointed in Gen.G, to be honest.
That's
Rematch
right.
to just
Gentlemen,
end things off.
I mean, I kind of have to ask you, what do you guys think? Looking at it, is it possible for T1 to complete the entire grudge match?
Yeah, I mean, I
Nice of them to put
definitely think so.
GMT plus
I feel like
9. I appreciate that.
especially
For the
in this
British
kind of
viewers out there.
window of turnaround, right? If you lose to a
Yeah, this
team,
is
you bounce
Pacific
a
Stage
little
1
round,
group
if you
draw,
win,
yeah. Not
you get that
Bangkok.
rematch,
I assume
you
Bangkok
win.
will probably come sometime next week. Am I going to watch Wolves tomorrow morning? No. No, I will not be.
Start as slow as Gen.G though, so it's going to be a little bit more of a scrappy game rather than a game of big long streaks and momentum like you saw. I'm really looking forward to that best of 5.
Yeah, and they're going to be watching this as well. But at the same time, I mean, you guys want to stay really close to this because we will have the live draw coming up soon. I mean, Victoria's ready alongside Bella, and that's all going to be up for stage 1. So going back to the stage, it's Victoria as well as Bella.
Okay, here we go. What's this music? Jaunty.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the VCT Pacific Draw Show for Stage 1. I'm your host, Chubby Ninja, Victoria, and with me I got my co-hosts here, Bella, Fatty Bunny.
It's Chubby and Fatty in the house.
We're finally here,
Yeah.
united on stage for a very special moment.
Right. Finally, VCT Pacific 시즌 1 조 추첨식을 위해서 글로벌 호스트 빅토리아와 벨라 저희 함께 자리하고 있습니다.
Alright, well, what's a draw show without the most important person here from Riot Competitive Operations? We have Seogwon Lee.
오늘 아주 중요한 게스트 라이엇 게임즈의 경기 운영 담당 이석원님과 함께 자리했습니다. 안녕하세요.
Now, in a little over a month, we're going to be back in this venue to welcome back our teams. They will be duking it out for championship points and for their spot
Little
in
over a
Masters
month.
Toronto. So today
Mid-March.
we're going to be finding out what those brackets are.
네, 약 한 달 뒤 퍼시픽 팀들의 챔피언십 포인트와 마스터즈 토론토 진출을 위한 여정이 시작될 예정입니다. 오늘 그 시작을 알리는 좀 조추첨식을 진행해보자고 하는데요. 그럼 빅토리아, take it away.
Thank you. Now, before anything else, there are official rules, and we have to go over the rules. So I'm going to go through them now.
Of course, of course.
So, the Stage 1 regular season is going to follow a single round-robin format within groups. The 12 teams will be divided into 2 groups through a draw, Alpha and Omega, with each group consisting of 6 teams. And based on kickoff results, which we now know, the 12 teams will be assigned to 5 different seeding pools.
네, 추첨을 좀 진행하기 전에 미리 좀 설명을 해드리자고 합니다.
So what we
스테이지 원
want
정규 시즌은
is
그룹 내 싱글 라운드
DRX,
무빈 포맷으로 진행이 됩니다.
Gen.G,
그룹 알파와 오메가로 나뉘게 될
Nongshim,
예정이고요. 현재 킥오프 순위
Paper
여러
X.
팀이 5개의 시드풀로
We want
나뉘어져
global over
있습니다.
here.
Now let's start with Pool 1. We already know DRX is in, and who's in with them? Who's
Get
in
them a
with
bunch of fucking.
T1. So that will be Pool 1. In Pool 2, it'll be Talon and Gen.G. In Pool 3, it'll be Nongshim and DFM. Pool 4 will be RRQ and Paper X. And Pool 5 will be Boom Esports, Team Secret, Global, and Zeta Division. And now, without further ado, shall we get to the draw?
Yes.
Who am I
바로
missing?
추첨 진행해 보도록 하겠습니다.
This is what we want.
So Guan is
Give me
here
global and a
to
nice
help
easy
with
one.
the draw. So we're gonna start from the bottom up from Pool 5. So the first team
Yeah,
that's
let's rig
gonna
it for
be drawn
GE.
here will be joining the Alpha group.
Drum roll.
Wow, he doesn't even mix them. He just goes straight in.
The first one in, and it's
Global Esports
Whoop,
in
whoop,
Group
whoop.
Alpha.
okay.
Come on!
Global Esports
Yes!
showing this kickoff. Huge improvement since the last 2 years. This is their 3rd year.
Let's
as a
go,
full-time
G!
roster. Very excited to see them.
Same.
Now, the second team from this pool will be in the Omega group. Spinning into them now.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
Changing-
commenting.
Who do we want? Who do we want?
Playing your draw here.
I think Team Secret. We don't want Team Secret.
Zeta Division.
Oh no, that glue.
Will be in
Boo!
the Omega
Boo!
group.
Boo!
Unfortunately, I feel like we didn't get to see enough of them.
We wanted Zaya. We wanted Zaya. That's fine though. That's fine. That's fine. We'll take Boom. We'll take Boom. We'll take Boom. Don't give us Secret. Secret, I think, have some. I know they weren't very good, but they have potential
Now,
to
for
get
the
better.
third team from Pool 5, it will be joining the Alpha
Come on,
group
give us Boom. Give us
along
Boom.
with Global Esports, so it's gonna be Secret or Boom.
Boom,
Who's it
boom,
gonna
boom.
be?
Oh.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yes!
Hey. All right.
Come on.
Joining the Alpha group.
Okay.
We take that. We take that. Would have taken Zeta first,
Also a
but
team that is joined
Boom,
us
we'll
very
take Boom. We can
recently
take
and
Boom
just
global.
had an incredible showing here, and of course, the 4th team
The last one.
has to be none other than
Yeah.
Team Secret.
Yeah. I was gonna
Spoiler.
pretend. I was gonna pretend like we were surprised.
Oh.
Like what? Team Secret.
The last one in that box. So it'll be Team Secret there, joining Zeta Division's group.
Someone is
come
very
on.
busy.
Right, who do we want now?
Yes,
So-
he's
We want
having a
RRQ.
great time
Yeah.
while he's
We want
doing all the
RRQ.
hard work.
All right.
And in case you guys didn't realize, this is our Matt Vito guy, so it's good to have him
Thank
here with
you.
us. Now we're gonna go into Pool 4, that's 7th to 8th place here, and the first.
No way you want RRQ? What, you want Paper Rex?
To the Alpha group, that's either gonna be Paper X or RRQ.
The fire powers of
Yeah.
Pacific.
A lot of our favorite Indonesians are on these 2 teams. So Paper X joining Alpha
Ooh.
group.
Easy,
Alpha
easy,
with
easy,
Boom and Global
easy.
Esports. I'm quite excited to see Global Esports actually compete against Paper X
Right?
here.
I'm-
Actually, both of these teams, we haven't seen this combo, this mix-up yet.
Another-
So,
Another
sorry.
surprise.
Yes.
I don't
Another
know
surprise.
who-
Do you know?
I don't know.
Who's joining the Omega group?
Yeah, Sokwon, take it away, please.
The suspense is killing me.
I know. And it's
RRQ. RRQ. So Paper X and RRQ will not be competing against each other, at least in the beginning. Anyway.
I'm sure a lot of fans are
Right, who do we want now?
happy to find
What
that
is it?
out.
Nongshim or right? We want DFM.
Indonesians.
Give us DFM. Give us DFM in global. Give us DFM. We don't want Nongshim. We want
The
DFM.
first team will be joining Alpha. It's going to be Nongshim or DFM.
Come on,
I know
DFM.
you guys kind of want to see Nongshim and Alpha going against Paper X. Oh, but
Yes! Easy! 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 Easy!
I am so excited for their walkouts already.
Nongshin versus RRQ again, the
I don't know how
rematch.
many animal plushies and blow-ups, you know,
Right.
dinosaurs
The
we
next
have.
one in
We're
Alpha.
gonna- looks like they can use
Who
it
have we
again
got?
here.
We've got
Now, the second team, of course, will be joining the Omega group.
who's the second seeds? It's Gen.G and Talon. Oh, we would definitely want Talon. We definitely want Talon in the next one.
Nongshim Red Force will be
We
joining
want
the
Talon, 100%.
Nongshim, again, our Ascension finalists.
It's gonna be
Joining us
really
here in
funny when
Pacific, having
GE
a
goes
really
winless.
great run, our fourth Korean team here, and if they had
Come on, give us Talon. Give us Talon.
Any of us would have been surprised. So I'm very much
Talon in Alpha.
Yeah, as a Nongshim lover, I want more.
Yes.
More of the Red Force.
We should be able to eat ramen in the stadium.
Right?
We're gonna talk to Riot
Yeah,
about this.
please.
Now for pool number 2, we've got Gen.G and Talon. The first team drawn will be joining the Alpha.
Come
group.
on, give us Talon.
These
Give us
are
Talon.
our third to
Come on, Talon.
place teams.
And it
Oh,
Gen.G.
no, no,
Gen.G.
no.
3, 2, 1.
Gen.G.
All right, Gen.G.
No, we really needed Talon there. That's the big one. Really wanted Talon there.
Team
That's
drawn
rough.
will be joining Omega, and yes, spoiler alert, it would be Talon.
Talon? Are you sure?
I mean, Group Omega is wide open.
Talon.
It'll be
If they get
Talon,
T1 in Group Omega,
there.
that group is wide open, and Global have kind of
Nice
been
little
fucked.
change up. I don't think we've seen Talon face off most of these.
Right, we want T1. Give us T1. We want T1.
And now.
We want T1.
T1.
T1, please.
Ooh.
Very
T1.
exciting. T1 making it to their very first grand finals today in this pool.
T1, please.
With DRX, the first team drawn, will be joining the Alpha group.
Who is it?
I'm so excited. DRX. They'll be
Oh!
joining Gen.G one more time.
Oh no!
DRX is not complete without paper.
It's over. It's over. GG.
Axis of Pacific.
That's right.
GG.
Now the final piece
It's
for
over.
Omega leaves none other than T1 lasting through the best of 5 today.
Elevate
Rolling
Alpha
it out,
job.
Joining
This group's
Omega.
fucking easy. This is full of clowns.
Shook to the core.
Clown. 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 Clown.
Today in the
There's only one non-clown team in there.
These are the results.
GG. Okay, I'm gonna end this stream. I'm gonna decide whether to make a video or not. I don't know. We'll see. Goodbye.